What's good, Arthieros? Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to another Waffle House. We're back Saturday night. And yeah, man. Back in the swing of things, man. You know what? It's been real great to just relax today. I don't have anything to do. No football that I care about. Everyone's kind of asking, did I watch Chelsea? And no, I don't care. I don't care about City. Don't care about Chelsea. So I don't care to watch, man. So, yeah, I know that City won only because my phone blew up after. But yeah, it doesn't interest me. Big up to everybody who's in here so far. Let me just see who's in here. Shout you guys out. Big up Quaja, who's in early. Big up to Prom. There's Prom. Prom must have been in early. Big up to Prom. I'll start this question in a second. Let me just big up everybody else. Big up Fraley. Smash the likes and subscribe. Please do. And big up to Quasha. Thank you for stopping by. Fraley said, "Who hit me?" And Quasha said, "I did." I don't know who hit you. I don't know how I got hidden. I'm not sure, but I'm glad you're back. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're not hidden. So, yeah, there's that. Let's see. Good evening, Quasha. You see, don't worry, I'm gonna start that one as well because we will get into Arsenal kits. 4 likes so far, thank you. Quadra said confirm Arsenal face Manchester City in the 2026 Community Shield. Oh, they're playing in Cardiff. Oh, that's interesting. Playing in Cardiff. Yeah, that might actually be worth the trip, man. I've never been to. I've been to the outskirts of Cardiff for American football, but I've never been into Cardiff proper to actually watch football. Big up Sean, and big up my guy Pito. Thank you for stopping by. So yeah, another Waffle House, and we're starting with the most important thing, and that's kids. We're gonna start with kids. Let's start with some kids. Actually, no, no. I'll do kids a little bit later. Give me 2 seconds. I want to start with Sevilla because Sevilla's on the thing. So I made a pop-up show about Sevilla, surviving or not surviving. Sevilla getting purchased by Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos is a winner. Regardless of how people feel about him, he's a winner. He's one of my favorite defenders. I love Sergio Ramos. I know he's from Sevilla, and for him to kind of buy the club, he wants to kind of return Sevilla to that Europa League glory, and I see it. And also Garcia Plata, man, he's come in, and Sevilla got a couple of wins where I didn't think we were going to get wins. So he's going to be there, but Sevilla definitely need some talent. They have talent, but they need something else. I think the model has been kind of them getting Azpilicueta still plays for them. He played, you know what I'm saying? Alexis Sanchez plays for them. You know what I'm saying? Like they have these older people. They need new, younger people who want to kind of come in and turn things around. And it looks like we're safe. They are playing. I'm pretty sure they're playing Real Madrid tomorrow. I will hide behind the couch and hope we don't get beat too bad. If we get a result, it's amazing because even though we're 4 points away from relegation, we're also about 4 points away from Europe. So it's a crazy thing for Sevilla. But yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see. I will start that one as well. And yeah, start that one as well. So yeah, as far as Sevilla, as you see, I got the kid up. I'm glad, man. I'm glad that we're kind of surviving. We're holding on, and I would have hated to watch Sevilla go down. I would have hated to watch them go down. It hurts me because I now that people know I'm Sevilla, I do have a Betis fan, Rob Future. Check out Rob Future's channel. He stopped by while I was on with Shane yesterday. And he said Betis are in the Champions League. Meanwhile, we're struggling for relegation. So Betis have the one up. But I mean, we've won Europa Leagues 3 in a row. You know what I'm saying? Four. I think we're at 6 now total. I think. So yeah, I mean, when Betis catch up, they'll catch up. But they'll take the win now. Just kind of like how Tottenham had their period of greatness, and then now they're battling relegation. So it's fine. It swings and roundabouts. But that's all I want to cover about Sevilla. Now let me get into some of the comments because I have started a couple. Big up to Quadra said, great show with Shane yesterday. So yeah, I did a show with Shane Gooner yesterday. He was doing his weekend preview, which it was amazing to be invited to his channel. To me, I think of Shane as the big channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lowly 541. I'm so grateful that I have 541 subscribers. I'm so grateful to everyone who subscribed to me. But yeah, when a big channel like Shane, Views, BBK, when those guys ask me to go on, man, I always feel kind of sometimes I feel a little anxious. Like I'm saying, I'm a talkative dude, but I go on there and I'm like, bro, I'm sitting next to a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes I get kind of lost for words. You know what I'm saying? That somebody I feel like Shane and those guys have always been like that. You know what I'm saying? They let me on their channel when I had 100 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So it meant a lot to me, especially to kind of share it, because the guy's he's just encyclopedia of knowledge. And just he did predict the Aston Villa result as well. I thought it would have been a close game, but Villa just destroyed Liverpool. And apparently Liverpool loved it so much that they're keeping Slot, and one of their heroes is going to Chelsea. So I mean, great decision, Liverpool. Great decision. We'll see how Slot works out. But yeah, man, it just being on with Shane yesterday was great. It was an amazing time. And I appreciate him for having me on. And just letting me waffle, bro. Big up Shine said the relegation fight in La Liga is wild. 10+ team with the possibility of going down over the next 2 match days in order to play for Europe. Also not massive. Yeah, bro. I looked at the table. Let's look at it now, shall we? Let's look at it now, shall we? We're not doing much. It's a Waffle House. We'll be here for a while. So let's look at the La Liga table. I'll pull it up. Give me 2 shakes. At this thing. So yeah, this is La Liga standings, and let me do this thing. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. That makes my thing shake. Let's not do that. Oh no. Oh no. So when you look at where Sevilla are right now, 43 points. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. The 19th place team is only 4 points behind us. I mean, Oviedo are down. Like Oviedo are going down. But Levante, Mallorca, Elche, like we're all fighting for it, bro. Up until probably 10th place. Like fighting for it, bro. So if we were to get a result versus Real Madrid, we go to what? 46 points. I mean, that might be good enough to get what, Conference League? Maybe. And if we went out and some of these teams lose, I mean, we could go as high as what? 49. So we could go as high as possibly 7, 8. Crazy to think about, bro. crazy to think about how close this team is. So yeah, man, it's wild. It's wild to kind of look at everything. My screen is just crashed out, so I guess I'll just talk to you guys. Because it does this. It crashes out and I can't see anything if I mess with it. I will get a new laptop. Can you guys hear me? Am I live? Yeah. My laptop does not like when I do certain things. You guys all watch Views. All right. When Views is talking about his internet and computer issues, I feel that. I feel what he goes through because I'm working on a laptop. I do have an external mic and a webcam. But bro, this laptop, like if I was on a stream with Darkside and we're chatting. I go to hit start the stream and I disappeared, bro. Like it's so frustrating for me to have to deal with this every week. Like it's crazy. But listen, we're back. We're back. And thank you everyone who stayed by. Oh God, I'm annoyed. So I'll try not to touch it. Too bad. Um where even was I? It's messed up my whole train of thought. Um Pause. The whole touching thing. But okay, all right. Back to where we were. Big up, Sean. Right. I was looking at the table. That's where we were. We were looking at the table. and for some reason this thing. So yeah, the table is all over the joint, bro. It's crazy. And yeah, we're playing Real Madrid, and I expect to take that L, but it's gonna be tough. Sean says, I like Batiste only because in Japan we had a manga called Captain Tsubasa, where the main character transfers to Real Batiste from a J1 team. Wouldn't say I'm necessarily a fan, but hope they do well. Listen, you know what? I don't mind Batiste, man. Like the rivalry, it's a rivalry in Sevilla. But I just love the city of Seville, man. Like I loved it. You know, I've lived in Spain, not you know, for a while. I lived in Spain for a couple of years. And Seville was the closest major city. So I've been there a couple of times, and I just love that area. Andalusia, like I love the the southwestern coast of Spain. You know, Cadiz, Jerez. Like I love that part. So yeah, man, it's amazing in Sevilla. So yeah, if Sevilla don't do well, then I hope Batista. I don't hate them like I hate Manchester United or Spuds, but if we don't do well, then I hope if we don't do well, I hope they do better. If that makes sense. But yeah, bro, the managerial world is getting crazy. Slot stand, Alonso going to Chelsea, Carrot getting United deal, Mourinho to Madrid, Pep possibly leaving, many other available. Yeah, it is. It is a very interesting time to be a football fan. It's a very amazing time to kind of be just around, bro. Around. Like next season, I think is going to be amazing to watch. I feel like it's a step up from the last couple of seasons. The last couple of seasons, like, bro, as much as City played good football, it gets kind of boring to watch dominate. And with watching our league, I can only imagine what it feels like watching the Bundesliga or watching Ligue 1. Like, you might get one or two teams that might win, but you getting that. Like, now that Pep's leaving, I feel like competition will come back. If Maresca goes in there, then if Maresca goes in there, then yeah, bro. You got Maresca, you've got Xabi Alonso, you've got Mikel Arteta. Spurs will be down, so it doesn't matter who they got. You got Unai Emery. Like, I feel like the title race next year will be exciting to watch. This football will be exciting. But a lot of people came in while I was having glitches, so let me go through everybody. Big up Tyson Mitchell. Big up PFC. Tyson said froze, yeah. Everybody below Sociedad is basically not safe. It's crazy that anyone between 9th and 19th could possibly. Yeah, it's crazy. It's amazing. Fraley bigging up Tyson. That's me. Tyson bigging up Fraley. Subscribe to Tyson. Yes, please do. Thank you, Tyson. It embarrassed me. It embarrassed me in front of my friends. But big up. Take your time. Thank you, Quadra. The blessings going around. The dappings, if you will. Everybody saying it sounds good. Big up. Big up, Chris. Thank you for stopping by. And big up the recent graduate, Godfrey. Congratulations again, man. I know what that feels like. I got 2 of them, but yeah. I ain't getting no more. I got 2 degrees, and I'm Dunsky. I'm Dunsky. I've been thinking about going back to school for maybe a doctorate or a second master's, and every time I look at those prices, I'm like, no thanks. I just keep working. But yeah. Static said, hey, Rican, what's up, Static? How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. That's a nice baseball shirt behind you. I assume it is. Yep, it's baseball. It is Santurce Cangrejeros, the Crabbers. Santurce is a neighborhood from San Juan in Puerto Rico. So it's from the old Negro Leagues. 21 is Roberto Clemente. So yeah, like when I'm feeling extra Puerto Rican, then I'll pull that bad boy. I got one in white as well. That you guys seen in my earlier shows. I used to have it all the time. But then I got the Puerto Rico plat, so I can actually change. So that Puerto Rico and Arsenal kind of constant. But yeah. But big up, 14 likes. Thank you so much, everybody who stopped by and liked it. Tyson said, for me, Pep is skill football. I don't even rate him like the world does. Do it with Villa, then I give him his flowers. And that's one thing that people kind of beat Pep over the head with is, Bayern Munich dominated. Barcelona, those teams are already dominating when he got there. Man City weren't so much, but they were in a good position. They'd won the league already. So he's never gone to a team that doesn't have a history of winning or haven't recently won. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he goes to Italy, like I will respect it a lot if he goes to like Italy and takes over like Juventus. Juventus haven't won in a while. Or he takes over, one of the Milan teams. Not one of the Milan teams. He takes over Milan or Roma. Then you know what I'm saying. Now I'll see something. But he just going into pretty much. I feel like the next bit he'll probably take a couple years off and go like the PSG. You know what I'm saying? So Chris said, I'm not sure Alonso has made the right decision with Chelsea mess, but good luck to him. But you know what? Alonso strikes me as the guy who wants a chance to turn things around, wants to prove himself. He did it with Leverkusen. He beat Bayern Munich. You know what I'm saying? That's like Hearts trying to beat Celtic. And commiserations to Hearts, man. I thought they were going to do it, but they dropped points to Motherwell, and then they were never really going to beat Celtic. So Celtic, the old firm still has firm control of the Scottish Prem. So it sucks, but I was really rooting for Hearts. I'd like to see somebody else win. Tyson said, football is an expansive game. Pep tactics, ignore this and go against the actual sports for me. Yeah, man, it's the control, bro. I miss, favela football. I miss watching football and being excited. You know what I'm saying? I miss watching, rainbow flicks and bicycle kicks and, players just rinsing players. Like, I don't want to see this super control and pass. Bro, let the players play, bro. That's why, when he got to Barcelona, Dino had to go because Dino ain't playing in no system, bro. Dino is playing how he wants to. Messi is playing how he wants to. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Big up, Static. Godfrey said, I'm going to be studying again next year, then I'm done. Yeah, bro, I know. I did 4 years of it. I was like, every time I think about it, like every time I think about going back to school, I'm like, I got to write another dissertation, bro. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, big up. I wasted 2 hours of my time watching our S show last night, but it's okay. Slot and Gakpo were snuggling up to each other in their hotel room. Bro, I went on, I think it was Hassam's, Don Hassam's stream, and he was talking about Slot staying. And I said, I can't believe Liverpool have become sentimental like Arsenal. And, of course, Arsenal fans jumped down my throat. Like, oh, you can't compare Slot to Arteta. I was like, yeah, Slot's won the league, though. You know what I'm saying? Slot's won the league, and they want to get rid of him because he's not playing good football. But we're 7 years in hoping. You know what I'm saying? And we know this isn't an Arsenal show, but I'm just saying, like, it just annoys me that teams that are historical winners are now accepting mediocrity. Teams that are historical winners are now just saying, oh, let's trust the process. I get trust in the process, bro. But if you've won the title in the next season, you're scraping by top 4, something's not right. Something isn't right. But next season, and now you've lost out on Alonso, who probably would have gone to Liverpool. Yeah, good luck to Liverpool fans, man. Arsenal better put in a big performance on Monday. They should be motivated after seeing Man City win another trophy. Yeah. Remember, this isn't an Arsenal show, but I'm going to that match. I will talk about that a little bit later. But we should be motivated to win, in my opinion. Freddie said AC Milan need him. Pep? Yeah, bro. Imagine Pep Guardiola. I feel like he's only got a few leagues he can go to now. You know what I'm saying? Italy's probably the natural next. He's not going back to Barca. He won't go to Real. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the next natural step is probably Italy. I think Juventus would probably take him because you know, Juve need to change their badge back for one. I hate that J. It's ugly. But yeah, I think Juventus would probably take him. I can't have Zlatan dugout on the final day because we get dark for him, regardless if we get Champions League or not. Bro, this is one thing I was talking about to I think I was talking to Shane about. Like, Liverpool fans are like the last bastion of fan power. Like, once Anfield turns on you, bro, the clock starts ticking. You would think he was in the clock in at the Emirates, bro. The clock starts ticking. So, yeah. Crazy. Tyson said Pep has never had to face adversity. The hardest thing he dealt with was Aguero retiring. All the greats, Henri, Ibrahimovic, others don't rate him either. Says it all. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I'd like to see him go to a team in turmoil, but we never know. Big up Southside. He said, slot out. Imagine him and Enrique do a swap. Yeah, man, bro. Enrique comes to Manchester City, bro. It's gonna be long. It's gonna take them a little bit. It's gonna be long though if Enrique comes, and they got the money in the pool to do it. I'm hoping they don't, but I'm hoping that it's Maresca. I take Maresca. I think Maresca's a good coach. I don't think he's on Enrique's level, so I think we actually have a chance. I heard that Slot will be fired and Liverpool will get a new manager. I'm free from the Slot penitentiary. I don't know, because I've been hearing that they're going to keep him. So I'm not entirely sure. I think Pep takes a few years off and either waits for PSG or Palmero. Oh, okay. Part of City Group to get back into the Serie A. Or Juve only. Yeah. Palermo. I said Palmero. Sorry. Palermo. Who else is in the city? Somebody mentioned him going to New York City FC. I don't think he goes to the MLS. I think Pep could be 62. I think his level's too high for the MLS. I think he'll be frustrated. But yeah, I think he can go to one of the other City Group ones. I still respect Schlott for the league title, but he's completely messed it up this season and went to his own style of play, which don't work in this league. Worked well in the Dutch league. He's homesick. Yeah, bro. Go back to, what was it, Feyenoord? And cause problems for Ajax. Big up, DG. Big up. Gooner Rican. Get me Luis Enrique. I can't take this crap full under Arteta. And I do have to remind you, because that's the third comment. This is not an Arsenal show. But big up. Big up to you. Subscribe to Southside. Yes, please do. For real, who cares about 98% pass rate when you're doing 1-2s with the keeper? Rules are changing history to stop this BS. Hence, no pass backs. Football is regressing real fast. It's not, bro. It's not the football. And like Fraser said, it's gone. Joga Benito is gone. When you watch Brazil, you look at the Brazil team, bro. The Brazil team is basurenya, bro. Trash. Gabriel Jesus Martinelli getting in the Brazil team. That tells you everything you need to know, bro. It tells you everything you know. Garbage. Hot garbage. Tyson said, trust the success and the process. Yeah, bro, trust trophies. That's what I trust. I can't believe Liverpool didn't even approach Alonso. Shouldn't matter if Slot won. He should have been sacked, and they're going to get worse because he's lost the dressing room. Yeah, and this is the thing. I think Hassan said, you know, they're gonna sack him halfway through the season. And then once they sack him, now your manager pool is gone. Because all the good managers gone somewhere where they can start building in the offseason. It's going to be a tough season next year for Liverpool fans. Lock in. Big up to PT Gooner. Thank you for stopping by. That's the motto of American-owned sports clubs. Still mediocrity and increased profit with minimum investment. Yeah, bro. And it's American sports clubs. The American sports model doesn't work here as well because American sports, you don't have relegation. So my Miami Dolphins won one game. We still in the NFL. Not only are we still in the NFL, we get the opportunity to get the best player coming from college. We finished 1-17 ages ago. Like, we were actually decent. We got 11th pick this year. But, you know, the worse you finish, the worse you finish, the better chance you have of getting better players. So there's no jeopardy in American sports. So then they come here and they think they can do the same. And then you see teams like Chelsea in turmoil. You see teams like Manchester United in turmoil because they care more about increasing their profits, butts and seats, merchandise sales, than actually putting a good product out there. Not knowing that, bro, if you get relegated, all that money goes. Like Tottenham get relegated, bro, they in trouble. They in trouble. You lose a lot of money because a lot of fans aren't going to be coming to watch you in the championship. So I think that's the one thing American owners do. The one thing I do like is, like Rob Ryan and Rob McElhenney, they came from the bottom. They know what it feels like to not have fans in the seats. They know what it feels like to struggle. They know what it feels like to try to get promotion, not make it. And I think in the long run, Wrexham will be a greatly sustained club. I think they'll be a greatly sustained club because those owners know what it means to be at the bottom. They know what it means to struggle, to not have the match day receipts that the Manchesters and the Liverpools have. You know what I'm saying? So I think it means a little bit more to those Wrexham guys, right? Whereas you got American billionaires, they come in, they've already rich. They don't care. This is just Arsenal to the Cronkies is just another folder in the portfolio. That's all we are. Like, yeah, Josh comes and shows his face, but he's not. I guarantee you, Stan ain't sitting nowhere on his yacht saying, "Oh, Josh, how's Arsenal doing? Did they win?" No, I bet you that those aren't the questions he's asking. The question he's asking is probably, "Josh, how's Arsenal doing? What are our financials looking like? Did we make a profit? How much of a profit did we make? What are our expenses?" That's what he cares about. He ain't saying, "Bro, I wonder if Arsenal won this weekend." They don't care, bro. Whereas you see guys like Rob McElhenney, and they don't have as much money, Stan Kroenke, but you see that it matters to them. Even when they're not there, they're watching because it's an investment. They want that club to do well. Bro, these billionaires couldn't care, especially the American ones. Could not care. These frauds, Al-Nassr, another trophy gone for Ronaldo. Have he won anything while he's been there? Another trophy gone. Big up, Chris said, not trying to get you canceled. But slides. Yeah. I see what you're saying, Chris. I mean, it's the same problem I have with Arteta, though. You know what I'm saying? Do you think Miles Lewis-Skelly, this is not an Arsenal show, but we are talking about youth. You think Miles Lewis-Skelly and Ethan Nwaneri and Max Dowman get a chance if all of his players are fit? No. He does it for PR, and he does it because he has no other choice. But what other youth players have we seen actually progress under this manager into the first team in the 6 years he's been here? Don't worry. I'll wait. Besides the 3 I just named. He's been here 6 years. Yeah. Eddie Nketiah. And then he got good enough and we sold him. So, yeah. Alonso decided to go to the Quagmire's Chelsea to have another L on his resume at Madrid. Chelsea can't have too many players, and it'll be another crap show. Yeah, but the thing with Alonso is he's worked at Leverkusen, where they've had a tight budget, where they probably don't have as much money as Bayern Munich. I think Alonso will do a better job than people think he will. Do I think that Chelsea are going to challenge for a title? No, but I think he'll keep them within top 4. I think within a couple of seasons, he'll have them challenging again. That's just me. Freddie said, I hate how we had to wait till Monday to see if we get the win. Yeah, I'm going to that match, but yeah, big up to the team. Carrick also getting the United job is great. I think United fans are hyped by the new manager bounce, but I don't think it'll be the same when he has the manager full season. The one thing I will say, Sean, is Carrick has the Man United DNA. He's been there when they've won things. I'm pretty sure he was there under Ferguson. He knows what it means to be a United player. And he knows what it means to put on the shirt. He knows what the badge means. He knows what it means to the fans. And I think that's what they need, right? And being as objective as possible, taking my Arsenal hat off, I think that's what they need. I think they need a guy who knows what it means to be United, but a guy who's not tactically inept, right? And I think Carrick isn't tactically. Do I think he's, Pep Guardiola? No. But they're in a period of transition, if you will. They're in a period of transition. So I think that he will steady the ship enough to get them competing again. And then, he'll probably get a couple of trophies, maybe a domestic cup or whatnot. And yeah, they'll get Champions League. Who knows? Who knows what they might do? But they need someone to stabilize the ship who plays good football. And I think Carrick is that for now. He's learned on a job like Arteta. So, it's taken 6 years. Maybe Arteta's learned. But, yeah, we'll see what Carrick does. And big up to the First Lady. The First Lady, the top mod of the channel. Big up to the finest man on the internet and the chat. Yeah, she gassing me. I'm blushing. Big up to Stoney. Love that woman. I'm glad she's watching too. She probably fell asleep in a bit, but she stopped by. Big up to the wifey. Blame Arteta. All clubs trying to trust the process BS. These times the Arteta process is fair regardless of the seat. Yeah, bro. Hey, but listen, I think that with Pep leaving, we'll get some. It'll probably be boring, but it'll be exciting because we'll have more than one team competing. Sean says Joga Benito is gone. It's all systems even worse. The price gouging for the World Cup in the USA is insane. $105 for a train ticket from New York City to MetLife Stadium. All the joys, bro. That's diabolical. That's diabolical. And this is the one thing, bro. This guy in charge of FIFA, bro. The guy in charge of FIFA, bro. Infantino, bro. When I say that guy is crooked, bro, there's no other way to describe it. The world, first off, football, right? Even me, I didn't watch club football, but I've been watching football since I was a kid. I've been watching, internationals because that's what came on regular TV. Telemundo, like I'm watching Mexican football. You know what I'm saying? That's what I used to watch. So I know that in the poor neighborhoods where I grew up, that's what they played. They played football. All the Hispanic kids played football. All the black kids played American football. Like, that's how we did. Or basketball. You know what I'm saying? So, like, football is the working class sport. And now you've come to America and you've made it this thing where America's already struggling. With the whole war, and not to get too political, but with the whole war, prices are expensive. Now you're going to have the world tournament, the tournament on par with the Olympics in America, and you're charging people double, triple what they can pay to go watch their local club. I mean, if I was in Mexico to watch national team, I'd pay a fraction of that. You know what I'm saying? If I was in England to go to Wembley, I'd pay a fraction of that. So, $105, bro, if I was going to Wembley to watch England, $105 is about what? Let's say 80 pounds. Bro, I could drive to a station, take the train for 9 pounds, get to Wembley, right? Buy myself a kit, right? And I probably pay about, let's see, if I bought myself a kit, it's 80 pounds. It's probably 9 pounds for parking. I mean, no, not 9 pounds for parking, 10 pounds for the train. So we had 100. So with that same 100, 100 pounds of dollars, but with that same 100 currency, right? I go to Wembley. I get me a kit. Granted, you got to get the ticket. The ticket will be what? I mean, in the nose be what? 40 pounds? So 140 pounds to watch England. Whereas it's 105 for the train ticket at MetLife. The tickets that they charge you, I've seen some of them. We're talking $600-700 to watch. Like, bro, no offense, like Iran versus Paraguay. We ain't going there for you. We going there for Messi and Ronaldo. We going there for Lamine Yamal. Like, we're going there for, who else is playing? Argentina, Brazil. Vinicius Jr. We're going there for Mbappe. You know what I'm saying? We're not going there to watch Iran versus, Bolivia. Like, we're not going there to watch that. So you're charging me $1,000 to watch two teams that probably ain't gonna win the tournament and don't really have anybody exciting. It's crazy to me. But yeah, sorry, I went on a tangent. My bad, guys. You know how we do on the Waffle House. Facts Rican. Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds. I've talked myself into a headache just a little bit. Let me get some water. That happens. This is what happens when you waffle, guys. You talk yourself into a headache. I gotta reset myself. But yeah. All right. PT Gooner says facts, Rican. Sean said Wrexham is the perfect example of grassroots building and staying true to the club values. The community is a big part in doing things the right way, not the plastic like blue collar city. Yeah, bro. It's something that Arsenal used to do as well, be big in the community, but we still are. We're still, Arsenal's still big in the community, but we just don't care about the on. They just don't care about the on-field product as much as the other ones. Tyson said, "Try the bank account, then people will meet the real." Yeah, bro. We start getting 6th, 7th place. Yeah, I bet the change happens because the reason why Wenger had to go is because he finished 6th. He wasn't getting Champions League money anymore. He finished 5th. He finished 6th. The reason Emery had to go, he finished 5th, and we didn't make it into the Champions League. But then they allowed Arteta to finish 8th and 5th twice. I don't know. Big up, Black. Bless up, Mr. and Mrs. Rican and the chat. Yes, the first lady. We're gonna be here all night. There is none. Yeah. Eddie was Emery. Yeah. Yeah, bro. He doesn't like the youth. And you've looked at some of the best players we've ever seen. The Wayne Rooneys of the world came up through youth ranks. Yeah, he came up through Everton's youth ranks. And but you look at these guys. If Wayne Rooney doesn't play for Everton, does Manchester United ever, do they ever get him on the radar? You know what I'm saying? Like we just don't play our youth. And then we allow them to go to other places and they thrive. You know what I'm saying? Why is Serge Gnabry gone? Why is Serge Gnabry not here? So yeah. Hey, what is this about Slash candidate case? I gotta do my. Nah, he's joking, bro. TalkSport had a very misleading headline with an interview for Wilshere. I'd actually love if we loaned out Wanyeri, Simon, and Diamond and Luton Town for them to play in the Wilshere. Yeah, man, because he still got that Arsenal, that Wilshere still has that Wenger DNA. He didn't forget how to play football, regardless of what level he's in. This guy we got played under Wenger and decided to go the David Moyes route. Black said Carrick is the man for the job. That dressing room is needed a reliable and competent person to lead them into next season. And I agree. They needed a dressing room leader. And Amorim wasn't a Man United guy. Ten Hag wasn't a Man United guy. They're good managers, but you need a guy who knows the Man United DNA. And I think that's what Carrick has. Sean, we may as well develop men in the Premier Champions League because they can play there. Yeah. I don't believe in having the DNA is enough, whether it's Carrick with United, Arteta with Arsenal, even Alonso with Liverpool. Need winning experience, which Alonso had with Leverkusen. Yeah, I hear you. Not only that, bro, but Alonso had to be the team that dominates the league. You know what I'm saying? He went toe-to-toe with Bayern Munich, and he beat them. He went invincible. He beat them twice. So, yeah. He might have drew, but he didn't lose to them twice. But he beat them. And that means a lot. I don't really count the Real Madrid thing because I think they're a dumpster fire. I think any manager that goes there, they're talking about Mourinho. I think he's probably one of the few managers that can go there and tell Vinicius and Mbappe to sit down and shut up. and play football. Because you can't out ego Jose Mourinho. I'm sorry, you cannot. We've seen some big egos. There's a lot of times of the world. You know what I'm saying? The Mesut Ozil play, like we've seen some big egos play for Jose. And Jose can bite back. So yeah, I think he's probably one of the few who can go there. I don't disagree with you, but I don't see Arteta giving them enough minutes. That's Arsenal stuff. I'm gonna skip the Arsenal stuff. Not sure why some people don't give Alonso the respect he's going to invincible any time. Yeah, bro. Yeah, but they say, oh, it's a farmers league. Yeah, but he beat the best team in that league and didn't lose. I think that we should be talking about more than that. But yeah, when they sell Hell on Earth, they forget to tell you it has a red and white blue flag with stars. Yeah, bro, America. This is why I live in the UK. But I mean, listen, the UK is they look like they going down that road as well. And big up the person blue wheelchair race. Person blue wheelchair race. I like that one. I think we could come 10th if it meant profit. Arteta still said, yeah, bro. I agree. I think Alonso is highly rated, but he made a mistake going to Madrid too soon. Now he's going to a toxic club in Chelsea, ruining his manager. If they give him enough time, I think he'll turn it around, to be honest. Black said, you're not wrong. The minute the well runs dry and Josh turns it back, the top gunners realize selling out wasn't worth it. No, they won't. Totally agree. To be honest, Jose should have gone before him, but everything happens for a reason, I guess. So you guys are talking to each other. Some sleeping with wives thinking about, yeah, bro, it's weird. It's weird obsession. Arteta, if he has any football DNA, which I haven't seen in 7 years, then it's from Everton. Yeah. I'm also bitter about it a little bit. I think Alonso would be so good for us at Arsenal with the defense we have. Bro, it's not an Arsenal show, but I agree. There's quite a few managers we could probably take. But yeah, so I got to the end of the chat. Thank you guys for sticking around. The 8 of you, man. I appreciate you guys. Let me get back to the comments because Quaja did leave some questions, and I do want to answer them. He might not be in the chat anymore, but I do want to answer. So Quaja said, first question, Gooner Rican TV, what is your favorite food to cook, my man? I like cooking pasta, right? I actually, that's what I cooked this evening. I like cooking pasta. I realize that I'm very good at it. No, I don't do it from scratch. When it say from scratch, somebody asked me that. Somebody was like, "Oh, do you do it from scratch?" I was like, "Define scratch." You're like, "Oh, do you make your own pasta?" No, I don't do that. I get store-bought pasta. But when it comes to the sauce, I make those myself. Like I grab ingredients and I make those. But yeah, I got the store-bought, the tortellini that you buy in the pack, and I boiled that. And then I made the sauce. I made steak and tomato sauce. Steak and tomato sauce that I put together, and my wife loves that. It's not that I don't think Alonso will do well at Chelsea, but they spoiled brats. Yeah. They have to. They have to give him time now because they'll realize that sacking manager, they can't do what Roman did. Tyson said that ain't cooking, bro. Pasta is boiling up. No, yeah, but you gotta boil the pasta. However, the sauce and the bits that go with it. So what I do is I make, I make my sauce. So I get like the creams. I get like cream. I do my spices in there. I cook my steak and I put the steak in it or the chicken in there. And then I make the sauce. I don't like store-bought sauces. Like store-bought Alfredo. I'll use tomato sauce from the store, but I'll use it as an addition because the issue that I have is Puerto Ricans use a tomato-based. We use a tomato thing. It's a tomato-based sauce called sofrito, right? And Pito, if he's in here, you know what I'm talking about, right? But it's ground tomatoes, cilantro, bell pepper. It's like that. But since I'm in England, I don't have access to sofrito. Then I kind of cheat a little bit, and I use tomato paste and I use tomato sauce. But I like to make specific sauce. If I was gonna make something like for someone else, then my dish, which I've become very good at, is arroz con gandules, right? I gotta get the gandules from Southampton because that's the only store that has them. But I also do that from scratch. I get the white rice and I rinse it, and I got the sazon and the sofrito, and I put it all together in the caldero, and yeah, I let it do. I let it go. You know what I'm saying? I do a pretty good job, I think. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I do. Pasta is boiling in water, not from scratch, you criminal. You make your sauce original. I give yeah, bro. First off, I don't eat pasta enough. Like, because I'm trying to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? Pasta is all the carbs and stuff. So I don't eat pasta enough for me to actually get a machine to make it myself. I can't do that. And if Gianni's watching, I apologize. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I get the store-bought pasta. But the rest I try to do as much as I can. But my best dish, though, for real, is probably steak, black beans, and rice, and Puerto Rican rice. It's probably my best dish. If you ask my wife, she'll probably say something else. If she's listening, you put the best dish in there. But yeah. I'm gonna start this one because we're going through questions. Hold on, I'll start the questions. I'll answer that one in a minute, Black. Let me go back to Quadra because he asked first. So Quadra said, I would love to visit Miami, Gooner Rican. What is Miami like, my man? Oh gosh, Miami is, bro. It's a place like no other, and I know a lot of people say that about where they live, but let me explain. Right, Miami has so many cultures. It's to me, I feel like Miami is the most multicultural place in America, besides New York. But when it comes to New York, I feel like everybody's on top of each other in New York. Miami, everything's spread out. And also there's a lot of green in Miami. Like there's a lot of trees and there's the beach and it's beautiful. New York, it's like London, you know what I'm saying, when they're multicultural. But Miami, bro, is like the North Caribbean, but it also has elements of the south of, the continental US. So it's a little bit country. It's me, bro. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit southern. But I'm also Latino. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how Miami is. Foods, I've been to a lot of places in America. Food in Miami is different, bro. Like, the best food in Miami, bro. You go to a hole in the wall. If it looks like it, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, your food rate is not that high. That food is about to be, but like there's this place, bro, in a strip mall that my wife loves. It's a Haitian food place, bro. And there's an old lady in there. She speaks Creole. I be trying to go in there and work my little Creole a lot, you know what I'm saying? But so my wife speaks her in Creole. Bro, she got the, you know what I'm saying? She got the grandma looking. She looked like a grandma, bro. Like, so I know that food busting. And every time I go there, I'm like, bro, I got to have that, bro. The black rice, you know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, the black rice with the chicken, you know what I'm saying? The sauce pois, you know what I'm saying? If I feel probably a little bit of griot, but I like legume. That's my thing. Legume, but that's just food. I always go to food. But Miami it's a multicultural place, bro. I feel like if you're of any ethnicity, any race, any gender, any, if you can be anybody you want and find a place in Miami that's for you. Like there's a place in Miami for everyone in Miami. So you know what I'm saying? To me, do I want to live there? No, because it's become expensive like London. But Miami, bro, especially when it comes to Caribbean, like I live, you know what I'm saying? My mother-in-law lives with the Jamaican. She lives in like the Jamaican neighborhood. Jamaican food, great. Haitian food, Puerto Rican food, Mexican food. Like, bro, we got a little bit of everything in Miami. It's a little bit ratchet. Don't get me, Miami a little bit crazy. You know what I'm saying? You wander too far, you hit the Poke and Bean projects, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your wallet, because you might get robbed. But every place has that. Every place has that. So yeah, man, that's how it is. That's how it is. But big up quite enough for the question. Let me get into some of your comments because we're going. Fred said making meatballs. I've been cooking them since 1 p.m. Fred, I feel like you always cooking, bro. Always cooking. Every time you come in, you cooking. But big up, Freely. I do like meatballs, Swedish meatballs as well. Bro, as a cook and chef during my time in DC, making pasta from scratch is hella difficult and time consuming, especially if you do it by hand. Getting store bought. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Living in England, you know what I'm saying? You get more, people from Italy and stuff. But no Italian place will ever slap like my place in Spain, bro. I told you guys about the Calzone house. May it rest in peace. I love that. The little old grandma, she was in there whipping that work, bro. So yeah. Let me see. I hope all the top teams do it. It's the only way Arsenal stay relevant. I meant to say cook and butcher. Just chop the meat. That's nowadays is the phone. It's a question. I will answer that one in a minute. Fairs. The first lady says, I only like steak if you make it. You know what's crazy, bro? My wife, when we first got together, my wife did not like steak. She didn't like it at all. She was like, I ain't eating no steak. And I remember one time I was just like, listen, let me cook the steak. I said, let me cook the steak. I cooked her, funny enough, steak. It was steak, carrots, and rice. And she doesn't like canned carrots, and I made that mistake. I learned. But yeah, and she started eating it, and I was like, yeah, do you like it? She's like, yeah, you like it. Because I marinate my steak. I grab the end of the thing, I just like tenderize it, and then I put the sazon on there, and I put it in a plastic bag, let it sit in the fridge for a little bit, and then I hit it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's good. But yeah, she only now I make the steak in the sauce because she likes the steak. She likes the steak and pasta, so she'll eat that. But yeah. 18 likes. Thank you guys so much. Everybody who stopped by and like, I appreciate it. Depends on what part of Miami you go to. Facts. And that's why I said all that great stuff and then said, if you go far to it, like I am not from. When you see Liberty City, everybody knows Liberty City is the hood. I'm hood adjacent. I was only in the hood, not the hood, the hood, right? I was in the streets before you get to the Poke and Bean project. You know what I'm saying? So like that part is like 51st Street. I was on 84th. You know what I'm saying? I was on 84th Street. So I was hood adjacent. And you might seem like that's far. It's really not. Like it's probably like a 5-minute drive. But yeah. That's where I was. And big up Fraley's gotta go. Big up. Hope you have a good night. Appreciate you stopping by as always. Let me go through some of the comments. One thing about American Mind. Okay, I'll answer that one too. I'll go through the questions. We'll do a question and answer. Is that confirmation his steak is his best dish? Yeah. DC is pretty multicultural too. You get some of that here in LA too, but nothing like New York City. Yeah, it's different. Like New York and Miami have different vibes. They're both multicultural, but the vibe, the way they're multicultural is different, if that makes sense. Just because of where they're geographically located. But I think that New York City and Miami are very, very multicultural. And the wife says steak and his Puerto Rican rice is top 2. Yes. My wife, listen, this woman here that I'm married to, though, this woman here that I'm married to is an amazing cook. She's an amazing cook, which is why the reason that, you know what I'm saying, I have this beard, not because it looks good, it's because it's hiding my 2 chins. You know what I'm saying? I got a double chin under here. So I got the beard, and that's because my wife fattens me up like a Thanksgiving turkey. But yeah. So that woman can cook. So if she said she liked something from me, and she's a picky eater, so if she says she likes something from me, then that means more to me than winning the league. I'm just saying. So thank you. To think he said pasta for. I like pasta, bro. I like pasta. It maybe because that's what I just cooked. But I think I'm good at it. I think I'm good at the pasta. But yeah. Steak is probably my favorite food, but the best food that I can cook, I think, is more pasta dishes. Although my rice is pretty all right. Just time consuming, bro. I feel like pasta's quicker. I think the food in Texas is coming out too. Bro, Texas has some good food. I used to live in San Antonio for a little bit. I've lived a lot of places, guys. I've lived a lot of places. But I lived in Texas for a little while, and actual Mexican food from like the border cities in Texas, top tier. Big up Andrew McCarty said Cuban breakfast slaps in Miami. Cuban sandwiches, top tier. Cuban sandwiches with little cafecito, bro. Yeah, now we talking. Fred said curry goat. Yep. Oxtail. Stew. But I love oxtail, bro. It's expensive. It's expensive now, but I love oxtail, bro. Like oxtail and rice and peas. And as I said, my father-in-law is Jamaican. That guy can actually cook, bro. I'm surrounded by my mother-in-law can cook. My father-in-law can cook. My dad burned pancakes, but my auntie can cook. My dad can cook as well, but he likes his pancakes a little charred, and I picked that up. But yeah. Big up to Andrew McCarty. Tyson said, and make sure you sub to Andrew McCarty as well. Tyson said, unspoken food. My family mix of Sri Lankan, Jamaican, Grenadian, and Chinese. Ain't tasting food better than my grandma and my uncles. Bro, my abuelita, my Puerto Rican abuela, bro, goat tier food. Goat tier. Greatest of all time. She don't cook no more, and it saddens me. My auntie is good. Listen, let me tell you guys. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story, bro. Right? This is a true story. Right? I went to Puerto Rico with my wife before we got married. And it just so happened that First off, this is the first thing, right? Went to Puerto Rico. We missed our flight because of goat cheese, right? They had goat cheese, like real, like authentic goat cheese, and you dip it in guava sauce. You dip it in guava sauce, top tier. We decided, listen, we got a couple hours before the plane boards. Let's go get the goat cheese. We got the goat cheese, and then we got the goat cheese, and then I think we hit traffic or something. And by the time we got back to the airport, they stopped allowing our baggage through. And we was like, well, what do we do? We can't go back. She was like, okay, we'll get you on a flight tomorrow. Right? So get on a flight tomorrow. So we bro, we stuck in Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying? But I'm Puerto Rican. So I'm like, my first thought was let me call my auntie and see if my Theo, my grandmother's brother, can we just stay around his for the night? You know what I'm saying? We'll sleep on the couch if we can. Luckily, they had a room. So we go, bro. This is where I thought my grandmother was a goat of cooking. I'm gonna tell you a story, right? So we get there to my uncle's house. And his wife, she don't speak no English, but she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I wish I knew you guys were coming. I cooked. The only thing I have left is the arroz blanco with a pegado. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know, so arroz blanco is white rice in Spanish, and pegado is the crispy bit, right? So she said, I got arroz blanco and pegado. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fine, I'll take it. When I tell you, people, this lady's white rice, just the white rice, was so good that I begged her for a second bowl, bro. I said, can I please have more? White rice. My wife is Haitian and Jamaican. She will tell you DT, I will the whole white rice. So I get back to America, right? Just the white rice. I get back to America, and I'm shamed. I'm shamed because I'm like, bro, I'm talking to my aunt. I'm like, listen, DT World, I had some of her white rice. It was banging. My aunt says, you know what? Her food is so good. Your grandmother told her that she cooks better than her. She says her food is top tier. DT Wilda, bro. She said, the only person your grandma would say cooks better than her is DT Wilda. I said, I thought it was just me. But no, the family knows she is a top tier cook, bro. White rice. I almost missed the second flight for white rice, bro. So yeah, that's just when it comes to like the old Puerto Ricans, bro. Like even bro, my wife's grandmother, may she rest in peace. She made some legume, bro. I ate it. I mean, I ate it was I think I want to say she had it in like you know how older people always have their leftovers in like butter containers. I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah, in America they got the I can't believe it's not butter containers. That's where all the food goes. She gave me some of that, bro. She said, "Oh, I'm just gonna make you a little. I don't know if you're gonna like it, bro." Cleaned out the bowl, cleaned out the container, bro. So yeah, when it comes to the old ladies, the grandmas of the world, yeah, bro. Tyson, I know, bro. Whipping that food. My bad. I went on a tangent, but football is a passion. Food is another passion. That's why I look like a boo. But yeah, big up. Freda, are you the one who makes the cookies for your family? The cookies. Big up Quasha and big up Andrew McCarry. And he said, yep. Boy, your steak must be fire to change some of mine. I cook with love, man. I cook with love. I wouldn't say I do anything great. But you know, I was taught how to cook by my mother, who said that it would be a skill. It'd be a skill that I would need to have, firstly to feed myself, but if I ever got a wife, it'd probably be a good skill. And apparently my wife thinks it's a good skill because I do the cooking as well. But yeah. When you open in a steakhouse, nah, I ain't that good, bro. I'm not that good. Big up to Fraley. Yep. I think underrated food is Peruvian food, bro. You should have some lomo saltado. I would have some lomo saltado as my last meal for sure. I've never had Peruvian food. I have had Peruvian friends, but I never actually tasted their food. But yeah, I would like to try it. Big up Tyson and big up Fraley. Sean said there's an Egyptian Texas barbecue place in Austin, Texas that I really want to try. Texas got some good food. When it comes to barbecue, there's all kind of barbecue joints. But my favorite steak place is Spain, bro. Spain. Gotta be careful with meat now, people. A lot of the supermarkets fake. Yeah, I like butcher stuff, man. I like to go in there and like see like the meat hanging and like piles of meat. I like that kind of thing because I know that the meat is all right. You know what I'm saying? I've never met any Puerto Ricans that tasted any food. To be fair, listen, it's never too late. We're everywhere. Puerto Ricans are everywhere. You know what? There's Puerto Ricans in London. If you live close to London, there's Puerto Ricans in London. Big up to Prone. Big up the main man, Prone. Make sure you subscribe to Prone. How are you feeling today, my guy? I'm good, man. I'm good. Prone, how are you? I'm great, man. I'm great. We had a day. Me and my wife just been chilling. I cooked. We've been playing video games all night. I don't have anything to do. My house is clean. Arsenal aren't playing. Severe playing tomorrow, but it's a little more stress-free. And I get to do this, man. I get to talk to you guys. So I'm great, bro. I'm ecstatic. Walked 16 kilometers a day in my 16 kilometers. I walked about 16 steps to the fridge. But big up, Prone. Big up, Prone. Big up. I appreciate it. That's the you, Prom. Sorry. My wife says, Promio, big up. Promio. My wife's a funny guy. But yeah, Ty, big up. I only farm shop nowadays. Moved out of London as well. Best thing I ever did. And yeah, one thing I will say, right? I love living in the UK, but I'm not ready to live in London. I live near Portsmouth, and Portsmouth is a big enough city for me. You know, so it has everything I need. You've got your shops, you got your shopping mall, you got the cinema. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm all right with that. But I would like to move to like the Midlands. I would like to move to a different part of the UK just to experience that. But yeah. Share your stream out on social. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. I'm just having a chat, man. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you guys sharing everything out. And big up to the first lady. Hope you're feeling good today. She should be. She should be. She's sitting on the couch. She's been fed. She's been watered. So, you know, she should be all right. And she's in the chat. And Tyson said, further north you get, the happier the people. Yeah, man. I feel like everybody's just kind of blah in the South. I want to go up north to just. Plus, it's cheaper, man. I want to buy a house. I can't buy no house. I can get a broom closet down here. And everyone in London is vexed all day, every day. Yeah, bro, because you're living on top of people. You ain't got no choice but to be upset. But yeah. Let me get back into some of the questions. Quadra said, great show with Shane yesterday. Thank you so much, Quadra. It was a great show. It was a great show. I'm so glad that he let me on. And yeah. Back into your comments. Black said, Gooner Rican TV, if you could have a career of any current manager in the Prem, which would it be? All the bad and all the good. If I could have the career of any manager in the Prem, which would it be? Ooh, the career. Let me think. Let me think about it. Because I know people will go the obvious. The good and the bad. You know what comes to mind? So far, you know what comes to mind? And I had to think about it. You know what comes to mind? I think that for me, you know, people would say Pep. Nah, man, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want. He said current manager. I probably want Iraola. I think I want Andoni Iraola. Because he coached for Rayo Vallecano and then he coached for Bournemouth. He lives on the South Coast. He's doing a good job. I think I'd want Iraola. Or if I had to choose, I'd probably want, you know, if I was going with a big manager, I'd probably want Unai Emery, to be fair. Because he coached for Sevilla, he won, you know, the Europa Leagues. He coached for Villarreal, he won the Europa Leagues. He's coaching with Villa. I love Birmingham as a city. And he's even coached at Arsenal, even though it didn't end well. You know, I think it would probably be Unai Emery if I was going with a big manager. But if it was one of the smaller ones, I think it'd be Iraola because he's Spanish. He coached in Spain. He's coaching for Bournemouth. And I think he'll get a big job next as well. So it'd probably be them. And the first lady said, now I'm a plant. Yeah, feed and water. You help me grow, and I help you grow as well. So, yes. Prom says, I need a hot bath. Listen, I've been there, man. I've worked outside. I'm lucky that my current job is an inside job. But, yeah, I've been out, bro, when you just come out from working in the hot sun all day, bro, or working in the warehouse. I worked in the warehouse for a little bit. Yeah, bro, you get in, you take the clothes off, and the next thing you do is just a hot shower, hot bath. And not only does it clean you, I just feel like it gets all the stuff off your mind as well. So yeah. And the first lady said, current, whoever's winning, Goofy. And it's my, if only you could go in some volcano healing water. Yeah, live in Iceland, man. Just go to one of the hot springs. But yeah, I listen. I wish I lived in a place like Iceland or Romania, where I could just have like hot baths and stuff. It might be pretty great. Let me see. Let me get into some more of your comments. Big up to Quadra. What is worse, losing your phone or losing your wallet? For me, the wallet. Losing my phone would suck, but with losing my phone, I back up all my pictures. They're in the iCloud. So if I get a new phone, I literally should just get all the stuff back. You lose your wallet, it's a pain, right? You got to get, you know what I'm saying? You got to get a new phone. Well, you lose your wallet, you got to get new bank cards. I got to get a new ID for both America and the UK. You know what I'm saying? I like, depending on, you know, what I might have my work badge in there. I might not, you know what I'm saying? So it just depending on that. Like if I lost my wallet, plus I'm a 90s kid, bro. So I remember life before phones. You know what I'm saying? Before cell phones, you went outside, you enjoyed yourself. You know what I'm saying? You actually had to interact with people. So losing my phone would be like, all right, I'll get another one. It'll suck. It'd be inconvenient. But losing my wallet, I'd be like, bro, now I gotta find new. I got like finding my bank cards are annoying. Cause then you gotta wait for it, and you know what I'm saying? It's mad annoying. This is the whole thing. But yeah, that would be my answer. And Sean said in the entire Premier League era or currently, Iraola or Glasner all time, either Mourinho, Sir Alex, or Wenger. If I could have the career of any manager, it'd be Iraola. Glasner is a shout. Glasner is actually a shout. But it's his whole career. I want to coach in Spain, so I think I'd take Iraola. All time, if you're talking about all time managers whose managerial career you want, it'd be Sir Alex. As much as I love Wenger, don't get me wrong, I love Wenger, but it will be Sir Alex for the simple reason is that guy's the last person to beat the old firm with Aberdeen. He broke up the monotony, and it's been 40 years. And then he went to the Prem where he had Liverpool dominating, you know, and probably Arsenal at that time. And he made Manchester United the most successful team in the Prem. I take his career all day long. And then he left on top. He won the league. He said, see you guys later. I'm Dunsky. So, yeah. Prime says, I work inside an airport. I would love to work at the airport. It probably made me sad seeing people leave, but I'd love to work at the airport though. Also, the airport in Iceland was nice. I really did. The airport in Iceland, I really liked it. I forgot what the name of it was, but I really liked it. I really liked the airport. They had some fire wings in there too, bro. It made me sad when I left Iceland. I really liked it. It was cold, but I liked it. I lost my phone in the river while kayaking. Yes, you did. And your phone is also blue. And bro, you found it. You found it. You found the phone, which I'm great. But yeah, it was a lot of just kind of waiting around in the river, hoping for the best. And we actually found it. So very lucky. And big up the legend that is Views on Sport. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to Views on Sport. I always got time for Views, man. Uncle Views. If you were watching, if you go back, Views, man, I had the same issue, similar issues, man. My internet, the laptop decided it didn't want to do it, and I froze. It was embarrassing for my computer. It wasn't embarrassing for me. I know those things happen, but diabolical. So We here. We still here though. So big up the views. But yeah, in the summer, bro, I plan to upgrade all this stuff. Like in the summer, I plan to get an upgrade. I'm using my wife's laptop and it's good. But when I do certain things, it says no because it's an old laptop. But the fact that we still like, maybe in 720, we all right. We okay. I'm good. So yeah. But if I touch it too much, it doesn't like that. So yeah, big up the views. And Quadra big enough views. Big up to Tyson Mitchell. Sean says I carry mail for work. It's good, but definitely ain't anything special. Listen, I love the mail people. I love the post people, the posties. I like them. They're cool. All right. Plus, I feel like delivering mail. If you deliver mail, you get a lot of steps in UPS, USPS, Royal Mail. Big up to Views. Views handing out the salutes. Big up. And the first lady saying big up to Views. Yep. Salute to the first lady. Sean, a postie. I'm Parcel Force. Listen, Royal Mail and Parcel Force, I have a love-hate relationship with. All right, I'm just saying. Because sometimes they leave you stuff on a doorstep. Sometimes they don't. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. It depends. And make sure you guys subscribe to Views' channels. Right? He's got a few of them. But yeah, they're good. They've got different content on them. They've hid my face as well. But yeah, they've got different content. Like I said, he does the gang stuff. He does commentary on kind of football and stuff. So make sure you guys check him out. Like, share, subscribe to his channels, and help him hit his goals. So big up. Yes, sir. I'm a postman. Yep. And the Dappins, as Views would say, going around still. Big Views hot. Yep. Quadra big enough Views as well. And Views say share the lives. Yeah, man, it's a community show. So, I mean, whoever stops by, it's usually the same people. I'm cool with. The Waffle House is for the community. It's usually the same group of people. It's not something that will probably grow, but I appreciate it if you did want to share it out. So yeah, it's like a member stream without being a member stream. What the Waffle House is. So yeah. Tyson Mitchell bigging up. Sean said 20,000 steps. Yes, gee, 20,000. You got to be in some good shape. I need to get a job that walks. I'm at a computer, bro. I'm an administrator. I do computer stuff. I hate it. I miss like as much as I didn't like the warehouse, because I feel like the warehouse they take the mick out of you, bro. Like you barely get breaks and stuff, but I like being in a good shape because I was always on my feet. You know what I'm saying? So I was basically working out while working. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Big up to my guy Rick. He said thoughts on Chelsea penalty shouts. One on Pedro, one on Hato. Don't know. I didn't watch it. I didn't care. To be honest. I don't like City. Don't like Chelsea. I apologize. This is a football channel I probably should watch. I don't care that much. We ain't in it. I don't want to watch it. I don't watch more sport than I have to. Do I watch other games? Yes. But I'm not going to watch the rivals and care what they do. I honestly 1,000% did not care who won that game. I even when Shane asked me, bro, I don't care. I thought City would win anyway because I have more Chelsea fans and I didn't want to hear the banter. But other than that, I didn't watch, so I can't really comment. But big up for stopping by, Rick. I appreciate it. Big up Tyson Mitchell. Yep. Gooner Rican TV, I own my own route, so all my customers have my number and let me know where they want it. I never leave unless told. Yeah. That's big, man. Because it's let me tell you, I told you guys this already, bro. But I ordered a Gabrielle jersey from last season and I came home and it was gone. Like they just left it on there and it was gone. So I can only assume the person who delivered it to me took it or one of my neighbors took it. And it sucked. It sucked, man, because I still don't have the Gabrielle kit because I ordered that one and I got disheartened. And then they had Saka on sale at the end of the season, so I took that. But Yeah. I'm playing CS2. Can't type. What's CS2? What's CS2? I don't know what that is. I was playing Borderlands 4 earlier with my wife, which is probably what I'm going to do once I get off of here as well. Go back to playing because we're on some missions. We actually destroying some stuff. I love playing Borderlands with my wife, man. It's the greatest thing I have. So yeah. I'm working my way up to become a postal inspector. Big up to you, Sean. Postal inspector. Big up to you. Make sure that all the mail gets where it needs to go. And yeah, that's big, man. I like hearing about promotion. If you guys have, you know what I'm saying, Godfrey graduate, you guys got things that you want to put in the chat to celebrate, man, celebrate them. I like seeing the community do good things, man. Sean, my route, I do about 16K a day. Bro, how many? I know I probably do about 3,000. You guys making me look bad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I need to do more. I need to do more steps, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Views had 20 likes. Thank you guys so much for liking. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. I thank you for liking and sharing the stream. Big up to the uncle that is Views on Sport. Appreciate it. Yeah, bro. I average about 16 to 20K a day. Love that part. Hate the politics. With most jobs, love the job. Can't stand the politics. Black said CS2 Counter-Strike 2. I still don't know what that is, but big up. I play Borderlands and I try to play FIFA. Listen, let me tell you guys, right? So I tried to get into the whole FIFA Ultimate Team thing, and you know, I got the packs and stuff, and I thought I put a good team out there, but I got beat 11-1. I said I don't think my FIFA skills are that good. I don't know if he had like gold cards or what. I don't know the difference. I just see the guys and I see they like an 80 rating. So I was like, all right. But I got dish rag, bro. I was like, dang. I was like, maybe it's too advanced. Maybe I should start with FIFA 27. SC 27, whatever they call it. But yeah, bro. I got dish rag. I tried putting the team together. I had Messi in the team. I had some bubblers in there, bro, but yeah, I got destroyed. I got destroyed. So yeah. Big up Views, big up Black. Always said it's like being paid to do gym sometimes with the weight we carry. And yeah, agree to politics. I just enjoy what I do. And Sean agrees with him. It's like getting paid to go to the gym. That's what I mix. Bro, the warehouse, you picking up boxes, you putting stuff together, and like you don't realize it, but at the end of the day, bro, your arms and your legs hurt. But then in about a couple weeks, you're like, dang, look at this. I got a little bit of muscle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got glutes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Black said, Ultimate Team is buns. EA rigged the whole thing, so I don't bother. Manager career mode every time for me. I like doing the player career mode because I always take my guy from Sevilla, and then he ends up going to a bigger team. I like to start with Sevilla. Right now, I'm getting dish rag. I've done like I've started in like the actual season, so I started a couple weeks ago, and I played Real Madrid, and yeah, bro, I had to hold on for a draw. I had to hold on, but I got a striker, man. I got a striker, and he bagged a couple, but you know what I'm saying, it's Real Madrid. Mbappe made me look foolish, so yeah, they dish ragged me. Actually, now I think I'm playing Real Madrid again, actually. So yeah. Trash. I'm trash. Shot makes me laugh when people order things they can't manage, then see me with it like, how did you get there that by yourself? Because once you start doing like the lifting thing, bro, you get to a point where it's like, yeah, bro, you know, muscular, bro. You just don't know. Yes, bro, people don't understand that at all. The crazy new thing is we're starting here at USPS is that they're allowing people to ship weapons. Be careful out there, Sean. Be careful out there. You know, America likes they pews, man. So yeah. Tyson, it's free this month on FIFA PS5. And it was free this month on PS5 FIFA. Yeah, I saw that, bro. I was upset. I was like, they always do that, though. They always do that. Or they release Madden, and you're just kind of like, Could have just waited. And my boy Rick says FIFA's garbage. You're not missing out on anything. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I hear you. It's repetitive, but they say they're switching it up. So we'll see. We'll see. I was a physiotherapist before, so getting paid to go to the gym is great. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a 2-for-1 special. It's a 2-for-1 special. And Tyson said they do it every year, bro. I got them all and would never pay. I hear you, bro. I just like to see the new kicks in there, but yeah, that's just me. And back to the next question. See, we're getting there. I got you. I'm getting back to the question. I start them, so if I don't read them, don't feel discouraged. I just got to get there. But one thing about America, Miami in particular, you miss the most. Besides the obvious, like I miss my abuelita, I miss my auntie. I miss the culture. Honestly, I miss the culture because, not to be rude or disrespectful to England, it's not multicultural, right? The most culture you might see are like the Southern Asians, like the Pakistanis, Bangladeshi. Like you might see a couple of them in there, but it's not like Miami, bro. Like where I live, at least. You know what I'm saying? When I go to Miami, I see all different types of people, and there's always something to do. Like there's always something to do. There's always something on. And I feel like, bro, some places where I live, bro, like the store closing at 7. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like Gun Wharf in Portsmouth closes at what, 7:30? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, in Miami, the mall closing at 10. Like, we out there. We enjoying ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, or the whole Sunday thing. Like, Sunday night, you know what I'm saying? You might go catch a movie. You might go out to the thing. They close at 4:00 here. The store's closing. You know what I'm saying? It's a different cultural thing. And I just miss the culture, bro. The different culture, having like, Caribbean festivals, having, being able to go to the beach to enjoy yourself, like just that, man. I miss a lot of it. I miss a lot of it. But the one thing that I don't miss is the crime and the prejudice. You know what I'm saying? So there's always swings and roundabouts. But yeah, the culture of everything, being multicultural, that's one thing I miss about Miami. America as a whole, I'm not sure I missed that much, man. Miami itself, yes, but America as a whole, I feel like America as a whole, England probably gives me similar things to America. But Miami itself, I miss the culture. So yeah, big up. And big up to Fraley. I did you see the orange and black training kit thingy we leaked? I did see it. It's hideous. We will get into kits in a minute. But big up Fraley. Fraley's not around anymore. So well, he is around, but you know what I'm saying, he's not in the chat because he's had to go. But I did get to your question. So that's all the questions that I had, and I think I've reached the end of the chat. So now, guys, let's try this thing again. Let's try this thing again. Let's hope that it doesn't freeze me. Here we go. And all right. So I wanted to talk about the home kit. As we know, the home kit has released. If there is an arsenal, there is a kit. And yeah, we know that, we like releasing. You know what's crazy? There used to be a time where kits used to be every couple of years. I know you guys know this, but I wish we would bring that back. I wish you would allow. There are teams. There are lower. I've seen it in the lower leagues where they've done that, where teams are kind of like, with the rising prices of shirts, they just say we're gonna wear the same kit for a couple years because we've got promoted or whatnot is going on, and we don't want people to keep buying shirts. You're in the Prem, you're gonna get a new shirt, and there it is. And you've got the replica shirt. Is it gonna let me scroll? There we go. I gotta do it that way. There it is. It includes the NFC card. I think they've got a message saying something to you, you know, on the card. But there it is. It's the home kit. They got the guy modeling it. That's the back. We talked about this thing too. The deal sponsor. I'm not a fan. I think it looks like typewriter. I think it's trash. But yeah, there we go. I wish that the kit looked like this on me, but it doesn't. It doesn't look like that. They need to get some big dudes. So that's the regular one. Player kit. We know what the differences are. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see the player kits, there's a certain AFTV. They've done it as they do every year. But there you go. So it's 120 pounds, which is diabolical for a shirt. But I remember I used to complain with shirts with 55 pounds. Now I would take a 55-pound kit. But long sleeve version. Let me get the regular. Let me get the poor people version. That's me. I'm the poor people. But I don't like the cuffs. I'm not a fan of the cuffs. That's just me. I don't like how it cuffs. So I probably won't go for the long sleeve. Also looks like it looked like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like the shirt cuts off and then it goes back. I also don't like that. I'm not a fan. It, like, you can see the stitching, like it was a short sleeve shirt and they just stitched on the rest of the sleeves. I don't know. It looks weird to me. Like the white looks different. I don't know, but I won't be going anywhere near it though. For the most part. Not that I don't want it, but as Sean has alluded to in the chat, there is something better. So there we go. Arsenal home kit. You've got your boy Ezra, who's out there modeling it. This right here though. This right here, guys. Right? This bad boy right here will get purchased. Right? You guys know me. You've been on this channel long enough. You know that I like a crazy kit. I love a quirky kit. I like kits with bright colors, crazy stripes. Although I'm not a fan of that Stella kit I'm not buying that thing. But this thing right here, this right here is gonna be Gooner Rican's holiday shirt. Allegedly. If my wife was watching, I won't buy it. I won't buy it. But yes, yeah, I like this one, bro. I like it. I like that. It looked like it got Arsenal on the sleeve as well. The badge is in the middle. It's got the crazy things. Yeah, that's getting purchased, my guys. That's an ugly combination, but yeah. Oh, it's got it on the back as well. I thought the back was gonna be plain. Oh yeah, it's getting purchased. It's getting purchased, everyone. Listen, you might in a couple of months you might see Gooner Rican with this shirt on and or modeling it for the channel. Oh yeah, it's getting bought. It's getting bought. It's getting bought. Big up to Sean. He says, I'm not about this new home jersey, man. The leaked away and third kit are better. Even the goalkeeper jersey is better. And Tyson said, I can't donate to the Cronky Fund no more. I hear you, man, but they're gonna get their money regardless. So, you know, we're stuck with what we got. So I might as well be happy. I do like the three. I like the new thicker 3 stripes Adidas is doing, but the kit feels plain, especially for us possibly winning something soon. The away kit this season was a chef's kiss. I wasn't actually a fan of the away kit, to be fair. Nah, I think the Lynx Africa kit was one of the best kits I've seen. I love that kit. And every time I say it for cheap, I be trying to buy me another one. Tyson said I'll buy it from a Chinese site before I do any Arsenal site. Yeah, I buy it on I buy it from the Adidas store or classic football shirts. Personally, I'm more of a fan of the retro kits anyway. I hear that, Sean. But on that same vein, I did want to show you a couple things on the home kit. So they do have this all red thing. So I'm assuming that we'll see this combination at some point next season, probably in like the Carabao Cup. When we have kit clashes. So that's what it looks like. So this will probably be what we see most nights. And then when we have the kit clashes, that's what we'll see. So yeah, all right, that's fine. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of. It's just the two pictures. I'm trying to exit. Sorry. I did see this, and this is pretty dope. Static says, I'm not pleased about the current football shirts. As for retro, definitely. The hybrid logos in the away kit was what made it for me. The away kit for next season might have the bruised banana pattern, which is great. Are you talking about the third kit, Sean? The white one? Is that the one you're talking about? Because the away kit was the blue one. If you're talking about the white one, I got that joint. It's in the corner right there. Like, I love that kit. But if you're talking about the blue one, I'm not a fan. But the white kit, yeah, bro, I'm gonna cop that. And big up Static 23 likes, like and subscribe. Yes, please do if you guys are new in. The red shorts with the home shirt, no way it's gonna be white shorts every day. Yeah, but it's gonna, like, when we have those kit clashes in the cups, then we've seen it. We've seen us wear the change kit. So yeah. Yes, the white one, not the blue. So the third kit. Yeah, I got that kit. I love that kit. The only thing that I didn't like, Sean, about the third kit is the collar. I didn't like the open collar thing. If they had made it like the Spain kit, yeah, I'd have had every version of it. But I'm actually probably going to take it to the Emery. Yeah. Enrique said, true, I'm all about traditional, bro. Yeah, I hear you. I wish we would have an actual. I'm not a fan of the yellow kit that I've seen. But yeah. This jacket is nice though. The Canon and the old school Adidas logo, yeah, bro. I feel like I can wear this. I'm buying this. This right here. See, the only thing I don't like, it looks like this. I don't. Why do we have to have this? Who thought the stitching was a good idea? I've seen the shirts we have that just have a sleeve. It literally just looks like they've taken the regular shirt and said, all right, we'll get rid of the cuff and we'll put this on. It don't look right to me. So I'm just gonna get the short sleeve version. But yeah, that right there is getting bought, bro. I might get a jacket to go along with it. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh, I don't want to see you. Ugh. Chelsea. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Pause, guys. Sorry. See, this is what happens when you come on Gooner Rican TV. You get. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm looking at you guys. Listen, there's one thing I love more than crazy kits, and that's kits in the colors of my city. That's kits in the Vice City colors of Miami. Bro, when it comes to, I've got the Miami Heat kits, the Vice kits. I love those. When the pinks and the blues and the blacks gets together. This right here, bro, and you guys know I got one Inter Miami shirt. This right here, though, broski. Listen here. This jacket right here, if my wife is watching, and I know you probably are. If you're not watching, you listening. This jacket right here is getting copped. It's getting bought. It's getting bought. Bro, the Vice City colors, I'm weak. I'm weak for the Vice City colors. That's the one thing I love more than anything. The Miami colors, bro. We're not even supposed to be talking about this, but I saw this. Yeah, that's getting caught. Especially when they got the trefoil in different colors, bro. Yeah, I'm buying it. All right. Back on topic. Sorry, guys. They caught me. They caught me red-handed. My boy Rick said our kits suck for next year. He said, I'd rather get FIFA. I want to look at the kits because more stuff has come out on them. And Tyson said they're like elbow pads. They're awful, bro. I don't like the thing. Ricky, you want the jacket? If so, go for it. Yeah, I gotta clear that with the first lady first. But the away kits come out, and like I said, I thought that maybe, the yellow was a bit but I think this, of the 3 kits that I've seen, this is probably the one that's getting bought first. It's probably one getting bought, and I'll probably put, I don't like the deal sponsor on it, but I do like the colors. The bruised banana pattern, that Adidas is going to beat that dead horse as much as they can because they know we'll buy it. But yeah, this will probably be the kit that I buy first. Gabrielle on the back, I'm going for it. But yeah, it's got the cannon on it. It's getting purchased. There you go. And then, of course, they've talked about the 3rd kit, which has also been leaked. I don't know. Actually, now that I see it, it don't look too bad, actually. I feel like this should have been our away kit, to be fair. Adidas bringing back the classic look. The originals was so good. Yep, I like that one. Those are some crazy jerseys for Inter Miami. Rican, a nice white Inter Miami jacket is decent. Yeah. Status says Rican got a bounce, bro. Enjoy your night. Thank you, Status, for stopping by. I appreciate it. You have a good one as well. I haven't been a fan of Japan's recent kits, but Adidas pulled one off for the away kit. Yeah, we looked at it. I like that Japan away kit. I saw, bro, you know what's crazy? I saw the Japan away kit on a guy in the Adidas store. And I said, you guys selling this? He said, nah. I said, bro, because if they was, I probably would have got it. My boy Rick said, I'll get the away kit. Yeah, I think so too, man. I like this yellow, this striping thing is not doing it for me, bro. Adidas doing us dirty, especially if we win something. Yeah, bro. If we win trophies, this is what we in, bro. Champions League patch on this. I don't know. I don't know, bro. But it's not Adidas. It's and that's the one thing I do like about the Welcome to Wrexham program is you see that they give the owners like kind of feedback on what they want to do, and so the owners and the board are the ones approving this, and it's like, man, the goalkeeper kit is good. The 3rd kit, like Byron away. Let's see. So I'm pretty sure the goalkeeper kit is also on here. There we go. So I seen that Adidas is doing this thing as well, where like the bottom part of the the shirt is this. I'm not too much of a fan. I think it's kind of weird. I think they should have like made it here, but yeah, man, I think it's all right. This one's probably a buy as well. I don't know, man. I like black and gray shirts because I feel like they go with everything. I might get this one on a sale. Oh, it's in the back as well. All right, that's different. That's different. I like that. All right. How much would you think the Arsenal site would charge for Arteta with 0 and UT at the bottom? I don't know if you can put stuff at the bottom. I know that you can probably do it at the store, but yeah, they probably won't let you. Or Ajax. Big up to Suge. Big up, Suge. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And Daffin's going to Suge. Suge giving the Daffins back. And Prom says, okay, I'm in the chat. Rick says, I'm getting the goalkeeper jersey for short. Yeah, man, it's nice. It's one of the nicer ones. It's one of the nicer ones. I mean, David Ryan, that it'd be all right. I only buy merch from Arsenal. I buy merch from everywhere to support the club. Yeah. Listen, I buy merch from Adidas. I like buying from classic football shirts because you usually get a deal. Have you seen a new Adidas original for Arsenal? Is it on here? Is it on here? Are you talking about this one? This joint? I like this. I like this. But that one's not the best one. Now, this is what Fraley was talking about, and it sucks that he left. But this ain't good, my friends. Bro, we look like the N5 pumpkins. This is what this looks like. We look like this is a Thanksgiving Halloween shirt, bro. Why can't they pick colors that have something to do with the club? Like, where do they? I don't understand where they choose the colors from. Is it orange or bronze? That looked kind of bronze there. No, it's orange. It's a no for me, guys. It's a no. Your boy Gooner Rican. This is what I want to show you guys because the lifestylers, and I'm not gonna lie, of the ones that we have, of the ones that they put out, I'd say ours is probably on. If I'm being honest, 100% honest, it's fourth best. It's fourth best. Liverpool's one is just plain, but the top three, absolutely fire. Now, I wish they would do one for Sevilla and have like white shirt and this. Oh, bro, I'd buy it. Copped. But yeah, if we're looking at these 5, we've got the fourth best. This is a beautiful shirt as well. This is nice. I might try to find this because I just like that. I'm not German, but I feel like it's cool. Club America, yes, sir. See, our kit's fine because it's red and white. That's cool. We've done the burgundy thing, but Real Madrid's fire. United, the black, the white, the red, fire. Ours okay. Liverpool, man. Juve's, blow. Black and gold, I just hate this badge. I hate the badge. I hate the badge. But yeah, I'm a fan of the new lifestyle kit. Yeah, man, they're pretty all right. But I think of the ones that we have, ooh, it's a jacket. It's a jacket. Oh, bro, it's a jacket. Oh, I like that. I don't like the J, bro. If they had the horse and it was in gold, that's getting copped. I like the away 89, the home 89. Yeah, man. Good kits. Good kits, bro. Each to their own, but I refuse to give money to thieves, the Cronkies. The Plates and Faces kit was yep. Some of the collabs that they've done have been great. This is more lifestyle of stuff. This is the last thing, guys. I'm gonna show you guys about the kits. The numbers have come out, and that's what the numbers will look like on the kit. Which I actually like this a bit better because I feel like the numbers are more, you know, you've got the gray and it's kind of meh. Although on mine, the lettering is actually blue. They kept the blue from last season, so it's actually pretty good. But yeah, this right here, they've done the font and they've made it different, and I think it's cool. Do you guys think Mbappe is too big for Arsenal? I'm talking ego. Yes. I think his ego is too big. Our manager hasn't shown that he can deal with ego. I think it is too big at the moment. But yeah. I'm disappointed we don't have a black jersey. I would love a black jersey. Like the last two black jerseys they've done, Suge, are amazing. You know what I'm saying? That black and gold kit from what, 22, 23? We definitely should have won in that one. And then the Lynx Africa kit, I love that kit, bro. So yeah, I think we need probably next season. Next season, they'll probably come out with something black. The 22, 23 away jersey was great. Yep. I also like that 23, 24 green kit we had. Yep. Got both of those in the closet. My wife loves that kit. The green kit. Yeah. That's such a lazy badge. Bro, the vintage J is trash, bro. Basuda. Absolute trash. Our worst kit was a 23, 24 away kit. I apologize for the toenails because you know this thing like the dirty toenails, bro. Oh, they've done hip pain this today. We're safe. They've done hip pain. Usually they do the toenail fungus. He said 22, 23. No, 23, 24. What? No, Sean, bro. I got this kit with Odegaard on the back. I like this one. I like this kit. This is one of my holiday kits. I like this one. This one is my wife's favorite. My wife wears this the most. She loves this kit. Also, because I think this is her favorite color. But yeah. Promo, I don't want him anywhere near Arsenal. I don't need that universal ego and blow the pay structure anymore. Yeah, he's gonna cost a guapo. The yellow lifestyler kit. I don't see it. I do like this joint though. Come on, let's do a keep yourself for my first 11 team. Not an Arsenal show. Remember, this isn't an Arsenal show, so we're not talking about Arsenal. But yeah, we talk about everything but Arsenal. So yeah, like this is not an Arsenal show. And Sean said, I missed the old Premier League numbers during the late 2000s, early. Yeah, bro, the felt joints. The felt joints, yeah, man. You guys talking about Mbappe? I'm gonna just skip that stuff. Should pineapples be on pizza? No, they should not. No, it's a travesty. The Hawaiian pizza is the worst thing to ever happen to pizza. Right? Sweet should not be on savory pizza. So it's not for me. So no, thank you. Sue says the black Lynx African jersey is not my regular hospital top. It's so nice. Yeah, this joint right here, bro. Yeah, bro. I love this joint. You know what's crazy, Sue? It had to grow on me because I thought the kit would have been nice without like this fuzzy pattern on the end, like this weird thing. Like if it had just been black, red, and green, I thought it'd been. But the more that I've looked at, I've even got the jacket now. I bought the jacket, looks just like it. Like the more I look at it, I'm like, yeah, it's fire, bro. It's just a fire shirt. So yeah. Prom says I have that kit. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna skip that one. I love the 23, 24, third kit. I just don't understand the black lines from our 23, 24 away kit. Yellow lifestyle kit from this year. You talking about this? It's on sale. This is what you talking about? You know what's crazy? I kind of like it. I've been looking for it. I'm not gonna pay £70 for it. It's also very thick. I think this will be like one of those shirts that I wear in the winter. Yeah, it's okay. It ain't like the best, but it's all right. I cop it. And probably say, "Oops, sorry." Yeah, Waffle House is not an Arsenal show. I got enough stress. I just like to talk to you guys about other stuff. But big up, Prone. Always welcome. To be honest, I'm not a fan of the Bruised Banana jersey. Like the original or the one that they're putting out next year. And Prone says keep mixing them shows up. It's all right, Prone. I get you. But yeah, the Waffle House is a chill spot. Prone gives me cooler all day. Yeah, I take them as well. You ever have a seafood pizza like shrimp and squid? No, bro. For me, the only meats that should be on pizza are ham, sausage, pepperoni. I don't even like chicken on pizza. I'll eat it if it's there, but I like cheese. I like the regular meat pizzas or pepperoni, bro. I don't want no chicken. I don't want no pineapple. I don't want no shrimp. I don't want none of that. I want meat, cheese, pepperoni. I like more cheese, like the 3 Trees blend, top stuff. But pause. I had to say pause in there because I said I want meat. That's kind of weird, but yeah. And Sean says we do seafood pizza in Japan, shrimp on a pizza. No, I don't want it. No, thank you. Ty says I don't eat pork. I love pizza. Sean said I'm not game to do a seafood pizza. Nah, I can't, Suj. I can't. The original. Yeah. Oh, the original Bruceman. Oh, dang, really? And you know what? You know what's crazy, Suj? A lot of people didn't like that kid when it first came out, the Bruce Banana, and now it's become like a cult hero, like a heroic thing. But yeah, it's all right. It's okay. And Sean said, "I love that. I want to buy this. But I need to go on sale. Give me 2 seconds. I want to have a chat. Give me 2 seconds." All right, I'm back because I wanted to grab the kids, right? The ones we have. I'm gonna talk about it because we were talking about the kids. Sue said, "I'm simple on my pizza, simple cheese and pepperoni for me. My wife likes all these random stuff on pizza. Yeah, I think my wife just likes cheese, man. She'll get the she likes vegetables, so she'll get the vegetables on pizza. 93, 94 away kit, and a 92, 94 my all-time favorite kits. Let's get this off of there. Funny you say that. Funny you say that. Don't go anywhere. And mushroom pizza is my favorite. Right? Because we're talking about it, let me close this down. Let me remove this from the thing. Let's go back. All right, that's enough for kits for now. All right. All right, guys, because we talk about yellow kits. Seems like the theme, right? And my missus loves her veggies, mushrooms, and the like. Yeah, my wife loves vegetables, right? She loves like fresh vegetables as well. So, like when my wife cooks, bro, my wife is funny, bro. She'll cook, and like let's say she's making like if she's making like smothered chicken and rice, she always insert like a broccoli in there. Or if she's making like Alfredo, she'll be like adding spin. Like she finds little ways to like poke the vegetables in there. And I'll be like, oh, I usually don't have this vegetable side. You need them. I was like, okay. So I just get random veggies and stuff. But I want to talk about, since Suze brought it up, this is a kit that Suze don't like. Also think this is one of the Thailand specials. I found it at a charity shop. Pretty sure this is a Thailand special, but I didn't care. But yeah, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's what the people like, right? And I also have, and I showed you guys, is this the remake? This is the one that Sean says he likes, I think. I love it. This is one of my favorites, besides, of course, the maroon kit. And of course, I showed you I bought this one with Adams on the back. But I've had this for a long time, and I didn't realize, that it was from the same year. But yes, although mine is, the Adidas thing is peeled a little bit, and the JVC is holding on by a thread. But yeah, I love this kit as well. I just like I like the oversized Adidas stripes, bro. Like I love that. I love that about this. And it's a big shirt. It's like an oversized shirt. I love this kit so much that I bought the long sleeve version. Right? I love these kits. Right? But I'm also showing you guys the yellow kits that I have, right? So this is what I want the yellow to look like. It's almost a golden yellow. This is what the away kit should be like. So when I saw that kit that I had, the kit that they're releasing, it's like, bro, because then I remember this one we had Puma with the old school badge on it. When they back before they had sleeve sponsor, they put it on both sides. I remember Alexis Sanchez and Aaron Ramsey in this shirt. But yeah, this was a nice one as well. I really like this one. It was skin tight though. But this is what I feel like an away kit should look like. And you see that even though one's Puma and one's Adidas, the colors are similar. This is what color the away kit should be for me, right? Although the one kit that I really did like that we did, this one, I really like this one. The first time they did like the lightning pattern on it, I like this one. Very good kit. I think of Aubameyang in this one, I think. Or Lacazette. Got a random mark on there. But yeah. I like this one. And then, of course, we have Sean's favorite shirt. The one he loves so much. And, of course, I had to get the chat's favorite player. My captain. I know, guys. I was gassed. All right, they got me. They caught me slipping. I was gassed. He was playing well. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, this guy's in there. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I've got the yellow kits, but like I said, the yellow should be this. It should be not pea yellow, like a golden yellow. That's what it should be like. Right? This is this kind of kit, you know what I'm saying? So Sue said, yeah, something about it just doesn't sit well with me, but I know it's a cult favorite now. I get it. And sometimes those kits grow on you. Sometimes the kits where you're just kind of like for me, this year's away kit, the blue one, I'm not a fan of. We win the title, it's gonna grow. I might have to cop it. It might grow on me. But when I first saw it, I was like, it really didn't resonate with me when I first saw it. Sean said, yep, those are the kits. Yeah. The 92 one. I feel you, Sean. And he said, agreed. That's why I don't like the 23-24 away kit. The neon yellow didn't sit right with me. The yellow one before that was wild too. The Nike away with the blue collar. The socks with that. Yeah, bro. I just want a simple, nice golden yellow shirt for us to wear. Sue said, ew. Tyson said, Captain Coward. Binks, big up, Binks. Thank you for stopping by. She said, just joined to see Odegaard in the back of your shirt. Listen, I told the story before. I walked into I walked into the store when we first signed Odegaard. I had followed him from Real Madrid because I used to live in Spain. And I saw him at Heverin as well. And yeah, man. I was gassed, and that's the only Odegaard shirt I have, and it's the only Odegaard shirt I will have because that guy hasn't been the same. But yeah, big up to my guy Pito. Como estas, broski? He said Sporting back in the Champions League next season. Yeah, big up to Sporting. Back in the Champions League, right? So yeah, we could beat them again. Rick says, what are your thoughts on Bernardo Silva comments on Arsenal? I don't know what he said. And like I said, Rick, not to be I just don't care. And like the next two matches, I don't care. And this is, people can say what they want about Arsenal. I just don't care anymore. I only care about us winning, but this is not an Arsenal show. So thank you for stopping by again. Sue said Binks, he was saying how much he loves Odegaard. Diabolical, Sue. I was not saying that. I liked Odegaard when we first signed him, but no ski. That's why this shirt is old, right? This is an old shirt. But yeah, no. We call that yellow color Ogon in Japan. It's a yellowish gold like the ginkgo tree. Yeah, but I love this. Right? And like I said, you see, different eras, and it's the same kind of gold. Right? This is the away kit. I don't know why we've done this. Even though I love it, because I like baby blue. I like blue and black. I told you guys this. I like highlighted kits. All right. Let me put that away before somebody starts to think. And Binks says Suge missed that bit, thankfully. No, it didn't happen, Binks. It didn't happen. Yeah. Manners and respect. Big up, Jargons. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you. Big up, manners and respect. She said I lied. He didn't say it, but wanted to see if it was believable. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Everybody said as soon as that shirt was proof. No, that shirt is proof. Nah, no. They caught me. Right? They caught me. And Sean said you got our worst jersey without. Okay, see now I have to rectify myself. Give me another. Just because I cannot have the slander, right? I just want to prove to the people in the chat that I'm not an Odegaard stan, right? I got gas because he came, right? This is my first ever named kit, right? I like this guy, right? First ever. I watched Lacazette. We got him from Lyon. I thought, man, he's a great striker. And he was for a while. And then we got, Aubameyang. And then we ran him into the ground. But really glad this is my first ever name kit, right? Alexander Lacazette. My second ever kit, I'm pretty sure. Wait, let me check. Let me check the dates. Because I forget. I buy so much stuff, allegedly. Yep, it was my second, right? With the long sleeve and the Premier League patch on it. My second name kit, Declan Rice, right? Then this same season, I went into the store. We signed Declan Rice this season. I went to the store and I was like, I want their away kit. And they were doing, I think they were doing free printing or discounted printing. And they said, who do you want in the back? I got Odegaard, right? But then I felt so dirty. So, yes, I do have Bukayo Saka. And this one, I wanted Gabriel on the back, but that one was stolen. And then they had free Saka printing. And this is what I got. Right? And then, of course, this year, my name kit. Still got the tag on it. I haven't worn it yet. Victor Gyökeres with the Champions League patch. I love this home kit. That's why I haven't worn it. Because I looked at it and I was like, bro, this kit is so... This kit, our home kit this season, right? If you guys don't have one, it's got... I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's got the Arsenal A on it. It's got Arsenal on the back. It's got the Gothic A. It's such a simple but amazing kit. I love this kit. But yes, I have Gyökeres. So of the 5 players that I have, 5, was that 5? I've got Gyökeres, Saka, Lacazette, Odegaard, and Rice. 4 of those 5 players were ballers. Odegaard was the only miss. I just had to show you guys that to like let you know that I wasn't delusional. I wasn't on the wheel. They were just doing free printing, and I got Odegaard on the back because I felt like it looked good on the shirt as well. And I rated him at that time. But yeah, I'm not getting Odegaard in the back of any more kits. So yeah. You've got Our worst jersey with our worst cap. I hear it, man. Tyson said, "Oh no, he's got an Arteta shirt." No, I do not. No, I do not. I do not have Arteta. And you know what's crazy? I go into classic football. I'll show you guys. Because I can do that. I can do that. Here, hold on. I can show you guys. I forget I can show you guys my screens and stuff. Hold on. They've already got a new one. I'll remove it real quick. Let me do. But you look at, like, you know, we got Aaron Ramsey in here. Aaron Ramsey, the 8. I'm trying to see. They might have gotten rid of it. But there are a couple of shirts that I wanted. Oh, they got Santa Cazorla as well. That might be a shout though. 89 pounds. I think they might have actually bought up the Arteta ones and brought out the Ramsey ones. But they were like older shirts, bro. Like from this era. They got Henry now, but look how expensive those shirts are. That's crazy. 350 pounds, bro. They might have gotten rid of them. Thank the Lord. It might have been all the Arteta fanboys, right? But I think this shirt here, they had for cheap. It was an Arteta one. Let me actually look them up. Yeah, you see, they've got Arteta shirts, bro. They got Rangers shirt. I'm not paying 99 pounds, and this is one of the ones I wanted. They don't have it anymore. Not the Arteta shirt, but actually like the Arsenal shirt, the Arsenal kit. I love this. This is a good yellow kit. It's one that I wanted, and the only one that had was Arteta on the back. And I was like, nah, bro, I can't do that. I can't do it. But not Nike. Now, I would not want Nike to have anything to do with us now because they're awful. They're absolutely awful. But yeah, like I want that shirt. Like it's one of the shirts I wanted. The other one that I want is this one. Because like I said, I like crazy color. The only ones they have usually are Arteta. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not finna buy that. There's this one. This is one that I've been looking for, the home shirt. Right? I love how this shirt looks. It's simple, but it's amazing. And yeah, bro, all I got is Arteta on the back. I'm like, nah, bro, can't do that. I can't go for that. No can do. So nah. So you know what I'm saying? So I do not have any Arteta shirts, even though, you know what I'm saying, I want some of the shirts. Him on the back, nah, broski. Nah. Steve said he said Tyson has the Arteta shirt. Tyson wouldn't surprise me. Nah, I ain't got one. Sean said, to be fair, you have Adams on the 92, 94 home kit. That rectifies the older kit, highlighter kit calamity. Yeah, I do. I just bought this. I bought this the last time I was at Emirates. Because I've got the home shirt from this year. I've got the third kit, and I'm not sold on any away kit. So I was like, what can I get? And I got this. But this is one of my favorite kits. I've got the Arsenal version, and then this is the actual Adidas version. I love that kit. I love that shirt, and it's from the year I was born as well. So yeah. Everybody. Yeah, I don't have Arteta kits, bro. My first ever name was Ian Wright. I would love to get one of those. Not my hands on an actual one of those. But as you saw on the site, bro, they're 300, 400 pounds for Ian Wright, all of them. So yeah. Gooner Rican likes that rice kit. I love that rice kit. And I agree with Sean. He said that rice kit came too early because the gold stripe should have been our kit for this coming season when we hopefully do the double. Bro, these kits, this kit right here should have been when we won the title. It should have been just, listen, wait till they win the title, wear this kit. This is a title-worthy kit. This kit is beautiful. I love this kit. This is one of my favorite home kits. I love this kit, and we wasted it. We wasted it. Wasted it. Big said solid defense case. Listen, I tried. I have to, you know what I'm saying? I have to tell you guys, I do not have a closet full of Odegaards and Artetas, right? I feel like the number 8 is cursed anyway. You know what I'm saying? Arteta, Odegaard. I mean, Aaron Ramsey was 8. He was all right, but yeah. Sue said, bro, I paid over 400 Australian on jersey this season. It's so expensive shipping to Australia. Yeah, man, I'm lucky. I'm lucky that we're here in the UK. But you know what's crazy too, Suge? So I bought a kit from Sevilla, right? But they charged me 30 euros for shipping, bro. Which seems like not a lot, but I pay about £5 from classic football shirts, and usually I get free shipping with Arsenal. But 30 euros to ship from Spain to here. Part of that, I think, is Brexit, but dang, bro. But I really wanted Sevilla kit, so I bought one. I'm still waiting on it. Big up to Tyrell. Thank you, Tyrell, for stopping by. First time I think I've seen you over here, but thank you so much for stopping by the channel. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Waffle House. We talk everything but Arsenal. So if you got Arsenal chat, this ain't the place for it. We're talking about everything else that's not Arsenal related unless it's kits and experiences. But not talking about the manager, not talking about what we're doing. We're just talking about everything else. So big up, Tyrell. Bink said, I didn't bother this season. I promised my daughters a shirt if we win. And that's the thing. Like, as I told you, I got the third shirt this year from a charity shop. And it might be real, it might not be. It looks real. I've checked it. It looks real. And I'm going to take it to the shop because I want a name on the back. And I'll check to see if it's actually real. But even if it ain't, bro, I got it for like 20 pounds. So it doesn't matter that much. If we win the title, I'll get the third kit with champions on the back if I can. So yeah. Yeah, man. I got that shirt. And I got the home shirt as I showed you guys with Gyökeres because it was free printing on the Gyökeres, so I did get that. I did cop that when it came out, but yeah. Bank said it just sounds like a pretty rehearsed excuse. 1 and 5, still 1 too many. Yeah, I hear you. Listen, to be fair though, Suge, when I got that kit, he was actually doing pretty well. Like he would actually pass the ball forward, and I'm pretty sure it was one of our players of the season. So I feel like I'm a little bit justified. Like it's not like I pulled this out and said, "Oh, guys, look who I got on the back." Odegaard, like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I could be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? For like 8, like 3 years ago, to be fair. My first ever name kit bought for me when I was a kid. It was an 02 Japan kit with Nakata and 06, 07 AC Milan Kaká kit. First one I ever bought myself was 13-14 Cazorla. Bro, Kaká was a baller as well. He went to Orlando City for a while. But yeah, he was a baller, bro. That Brazilian team, ballers. Cafu, Kaká, You know what I'm saying? Dino. Bro. And now we got Richarlison and the two Gabbies. Nah, bro. Jogo Benito's dead, bro. Arsenal disgrace, 350 for an Henry shirt. Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's expensive. But it's not Arsenal, it's classic football shirts. Nice to know Arsenal sell toilet mats as well still. You mean the Arteta shirts? Yeah. I had that 13-14 Arsenal away kit with Ozil. That home shirt was the one I got with Cazorla on it. Yeah, bro. 13-14. I want some of the, but see, I got kits from when I started watching 15-16. So that was my first kit. So that's the first kit I have in the collection. And then now I'm starting to build up to get older kits. But I want to try to get before I start. Like I got a couple of the older ones because I like how they looked. But yeah. I'm trying to get all the ones from 15-16 to now. Like, so I'm missing a couple because I didn't get them, so I'm trying to fill that in. Which is why I'll probably end up getting the away kit. Because if we win the title, then I can say I've got every kit from the year we won the title, if that makes sense. But I'm just trying to fill in the gaps. The older ones I got, like the Tony Adams one, it's just ones that I see that are either cheap or they're like the Burgundy kit was, I'm pretty sure it was one of the first ones I ever bought. The hybrid kit, because I thought it was a beautiful kit. And I didn't realize how iconic it was. I just liked it. So I kind of looked into that because I'm pretty sure I only spent like 120 pounds on that. And I got that one back in 2016. So it's still in great condition for how long I've had it. But yeah. You know it. Big up to you guys. Make sure you sub to Tyrell. He does content and it's good content. So make sure you sub to him. Give him a sub, give him a like, give him a share. And yeah, man, go watch Tyrell Gunner TV. And big up to you, Tyrell, as well. I'm jealous of fans who can just walk into the store and pick up the kit. I need to either order online or go to one store, but they won't let me add names to that. And you know what, Suj, that was the kind of issue that I had in America. When I first started watching Arsenal in 2016, like 2015, 2016, when me and my wife got together. When we got married, sorry. We were together before that. But when we got together, like, we lived in North Carolina, and you had to drive like an hour away because the only soccer store in the area that supplied kit. So the kits I have don't have names on, because they didn't do names on the back, or they did names on the back, but it was like extra, and they only had certain names and certain numbers. Like, it wasn't how you can go now and go into the shop and get it online. Like, it was the closest like soccer store. So we went to the soccer shop, and that's where I bought my kits from. And then later on, as things went, you could get them online and stuff. But where I was in America, it was hard for me to get it. And you get them, what was it? World Soccer Shop used to have them, and they upcharge you for shipping and stuff. Like, yeah, bro, it was hard. So I get that. It's crazy that in 2026 it's so hard for you guys to get names on the back, bro. Especially how big, the Prem is. But yeah, hopefully they get better, Suj. Hopefully it get better. The bigger things that, I mean, they're taking enough money from the fans, so the least they can do is stock up more Premier League stuff. Sean says, one of my favorite kits of all time, super underrated, New York Cosmos kits, Pele. Yeah, great kit, New York Cosmos. It's probably also super hard to get as well. The Cosmo kit, New York Cosmo. But yeah, good kit. I also like the Miami kit. There's a Fort Lauderdale Strikers one as well out there. That I'm looking. Soon as you spending that on shirts alone, and bozos like Stricto think they have more opinion on. Listen, this is the one thing, and I've talked about this before, bro. The one thing I will say, bro, is I hate when UK fans say, "Oh, what international fans say don't matter." I hate that, bro. I hate that because they don't understand. And this is what I love about being me. I've been on the other side. I've been on the side where I'm waking up early in America to watch, I'm waking up early in America to watch Arsenal. I'm waking up early to kind of see what's going on. You know, when the draw is happening super early, I'm at work. You know, I've been there. You know, when you're trying to get a shirt, when you're trying to get things ordered, and you've got to wait weeks because you're ordering it from Arsenal, and it takes a couple weeks to get there because you want a certain thing that they don't have in the Adidas stores. You know, they don't have random pop-up Arsenal stores. People don't understand that. They come here being in the UK when matches are at the time that works for them, and they can just go up to the arm. I'm very fortunate that I've been to now 13 Arsenal matches. You know what I'm saying? I'm fortunate. But not everybody can do that. And I hate when UK fans act like because they can go to matches, because they live in proximity of the Emirates, that makes them some kind of expert on Arsenal. I know fans who live thousands of miles from the Emirates who will know more than Stricto will ever know, who've done their research. Shane lives in Ireland. He knows a lot about Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Southern Gooner, Maddie, Gianni, these guys know about Arsenal. But because they live overseas, because they don't have the pleasure of being on this cramped island, then guess what? They don't have an opinion. Stop it, bro. I would die on that hill till I go blue in the face. I never got time for it, bro. Never have time for that. And I see it's more convenient for me living in the UK to go watch Arsenal. But when I was in America, it was tough. It was hard work. And I'm fortunate now that I can do it. But it's just because of my circumstance. And I don't think I'm any more of an Arsenal fan than any of my South Florida mates. You know, my guy Rick was in here earlier. You know what I'm saying? He's from South Florida. He loves the club. Went for the first time last month. Do I think I'm more of an Arsenal fan than him? No, I don't. We're all fans, bro. I'm just more fortunate to have gotten the opportunity to live in the UK and be close. That's it. Sean said 1990, 91 Palmeiras shirt is let me look at. Are you talking about the green joint? Green isn't my color. But but that green kit, the green Arsenal kit, it look good when I wear it, bro. It's not my thing. I'm more of a burgundy dude. I like burgundy and dark red. I love this kit as well. Tyson said, "We forgive you. You have done worse. You have a blue shirt somewhere." Tyson, I have 2 blue shirts somewhere, and 2 red shirts that aren't Arsenal ones. Sorry, actually, one's red, one's white. No. I think they're both black, actually. One's black, one. Allegedly. But yes, Tyson, if you were here, yes, I do. I apologize very profusely for it. But it's part of the journey. You know which club has some great kits? Venezia FC. They do, Sean, and I hope you stick around. You might just see one. But back on this, Venice. Yeah, they got some great shirts. Italian shirts I like AC Milan, Inter Milan, Roma, Venezia, Juventus before they put that ugly J on the top. Bro, Italian kits, very nice. I like Italian kits. Tyson, I don't want to think how much I spent on jerseys total. It's in the thousands, or even waking up at 2 a.m. for games. These people would never do. Yeah, bro. Yeah, waking up 2 a.m. for games, spending thousands. I've been there, bro. And like I said, I'm fortunate. I'm so fortunate to have met someone who's a season ticket holder and allows me to go. So, give me a second because Sean's bigging up more shirts, and here we go. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. You guys know I like a burgundy. Listen, I have Venezia kit from when I went to Venice, And let me see if it's here. I have this kit. I have this kit in my collection. But yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. My bad, because I think somebody hit something. Tyson, we ain't blocked you. And Tyson, if you're here, we didn't block you. I think Jargon's messed something up. But I'm looking at the chat and your messages disappeared. But we ain't block you. I'll fix it after the thing if you are still hitting or whatnot. Actually, let me see. Give me a second. Let me fix it now. Sorry. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. It does, kick people off. So let me see if I can go back. All right, Tyson, you should be unhidden, bro. So if you're still in here, put a message in. I think I've unhidden you. I don't know. Sometimes people do get in there. I don't know what's happened. But we haven't blocked you. So I've unhidden you. Back to the comments. As soon as they wouldn't bet on it, for me, it's the fans like you. Why is the club even? It's fans like you. Why the club is even classes worldwide? No, they're idiots. Those with that opinion. Yeah, it's weird, bro. It's fans like Suge. All of the Asian fans who wake up at ungodly hours of the day. The California fans like BBK, who have to wake up early to watch games. You know what I'm saying? To say that they're not real fans because they don't live close to the stadium, it's weird behavior, bro. It's weird behavior, and I'll never accept that, and I'll never agree with that. Because I know a lot of fans who sacrifice a lot to watch Arsenal, who sacrifice a lot to support this club. Excuse me. So yeah, I never had time for that. Sue said, Gooner Rican, it's okay. Everyone's allowed one mistake. The Adams jersey does make up for it. I try. Listen, I'm reading Tony Adams' book. It's around here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. I'm reading this book sober. I'm more than halfway through it. I'm on the Portsmouth bit now. This guy is a real captain. That's the captain, right? I got caught up in the hype, but this guy is Mr. Arsenal for a reason. Real captain. When I used to play in coach, there was a guy on the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and I loved their kits. Yeah, bro, they had Tampa Bay. Like this is the thing. Florida always have the bright colors. The greens. What was it? Was it the Tampa Bay Mutiny? Didn't they have Tampa Bay Mutiny as well? Or was that something else? I don't remember. But like the Jacksonville Jaguars had the teal, the Dolphins have the aqua, the not the Cowboys, the Buccaneers had the creamsicles, Like Florida's always had the bright colors. Yeah. Gooner Rican TV is the dumbest thing I've heard from someone who says Arsenal worldwide. Yeah, it's weird, bro. Arsenal worldwide famous, but forget all the fans who made them famous. Dumb. Tyson facts. Without international fans, they wouldn't be classed as a Big Six club. One of these big top gooners was in Australia for a couple weeks. He was saying he was struggling waking up. Yeah, struggling waking up. But then have the nerve to say, "Oh, these aren't real fans because you don't live in." Stupid, bro. Stupid. I would never do that. Because I've been there. I've felt that struggle. So yeah, bro. Maddie's knowledge is elite. You can tell he has some kind of coaching background. And he's Southern, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those guys, when they, being from the South, bro, if you commit your passion to something, you give it 100%. Man, it's just the way we talk. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Maddie does have a. You know what? One of my goals in my YouTube life is to actually get Matt Son-Laguna on here. I'd love to have a chat with him. And like I said, I haven't been thinking about a couple shows. I have a show that you might have seen. If you guys see my page, you've seen a logo for the Football Passport. And that's a show that I'm thinking about. Where I talk about, I want to talk to international fans around the world. So I don't want to just talk to UK fans. I want to talk to international fans, not Arsenal. I want to talk to international fans of any club, even if it's Spuds. Like, I'd like to talk to them because I want to hear about how international fans, like, it's easy to say, oh, UK fans, oh yeah, I grew up in this place. Like, I want to start with BBK. I want to start with Gianni. I want to start with Shane because they're fans who don't live in London. They're fans that don't live in England. And every international fan has a voice and a story about how they became it. Because for me, I didn't just wake up and, oh, Arsenal are there. Like, I have to search for them. I have to go out and search for them, right? And for some people, it's family members. It's by word of mouth. But when you live outside of the UK, I feel like the stories on how you became an Arsenal fan and what it means to you being so far away are more meaningful, in my opinion. I do want to have some people from the UK, but that's what I want to do. So that's why I call it the Football Passport. Because I want to talk to West Ham fans who don't live in. I know, a West Ham fan who doesn't live in England. I know United fans who don't live in England. I just like to speak to different fans around the world about their experience. And it could be Sevilla. Gianni, I want to talk to about him, Napoli. So yeah, I've got so many ideas, bro. So yeah, once the summer hits and I get some free time with the World Cup and everything, then we'll do different shows. Ty said, Gooner Rican TV, what was better, bro? The journey or the destination? As far as what, Tyson? I'm gonna start at as far as what? Like, as far as where I am here, or like as far as what? Like being a fan or being here in the UK. So big up Tyrell, yep. And just saying apology to Tyson. Big up Jogons. That 25-26 away kit and a long sleeve, bro, is too clean. Yeah, bro. The Venezia kid, I think you're talking about. Thanks, Gooner Rican. I'm not sure what happened. No worries, man. No worries. We just making sure that the OGs don't get hidden. Because somebody hit Fraley, and I don't know who hit Fraley. The 21-22 black kit was clean. Their floral kit too. Yeah, bro. Venezia got some. I like the Italian kits. They're good. Susan Magic, and that was just for a couple weeks. Yep. Yeah, bro. I wake up 4:30 a.m. here in LA to watch it and go to the local Arsenal supporters club with others who do the same. We go bro. And listen, I always talk about this. My guy Rick was in the chat. South Florida Gunners, bro. Those guys go. I've been there. They sing the songs like they're in the stadium. They're in the pub just having a good time. And for someone to say, oh, you're not a real fan because you're not in the UK, bro, it's a weak argument. It's a weak argument. It's lazy, and it's just wrong. And I'll never perpetuate that because I was an international fan. I still am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from the UK, so yeah, I'll go back every time, bro. I'll debate anybody on being a fan. Now, will I say the experience being a match day fan is different? Yes. You see more, you experience more, because you can see the whole pitch. You can see what's going on in the stadium. Yeah, the experience is different. But does that make you a better fan than me because you live in close proximity to the stadium? No, it doesn't. It does not. So, yeah. And like, do I think that I'm less of a Sevilla fan because I don't live in Spain anymore? No. I love them. So, yeah. Facts. International fans are a big reason why clubs in Europe are considered big clubs. Yes. Manchester United got the entire Jamaica, the Caribbean. But Jamaica, bro, I have yet to meet a Jamaican fan who does not support Manchester United. There's some Arsenal fans in there, but me personally, all of my Jamaican fans, they love United, bro. All of them. Every single one of them. As a fan from the UK, you go harder, bro. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I mean, waking up 4:30 is, bro. I leave work and I'm just like, bro, I gotta leave work. Oh, I gotta take a shower and then I'll be ready. Bro, waking up 4 a.m., you still got cold in your eye. You gotta get you a cup of coffee and like be up and drive. Bro, you gotta wake up at 3 a.m., get in your car, drive to the pub to be there for 4:30 a.m. And you telling me that that's not more of a fan than a guy who literally just has to change his work clothes and go to this? Just stop it. Tyson, I told him try a 60-game season once you include FA Cup, Carabao Cup. And yeah, bro, it's a lot. Big up Maddie. He's a real one. Yes, he is. 100%. Suge, he'd be asking for the hospital address by Christmas. Probably. He definitely couldn't cope. Yeah, bro. Suge waking up early, bro. It's one of the reasons, like, it's one of the reasons I don't watch the Heat. Right? Like, bro, the Heat game started at 12 o'clock. Nah, bro, I can't watch that, bro. I got work in the morning. Arsenal, I wake up for it. Heat, I'm not waking up for 82 games, bro. Nah, I'm not that much of a Heat fan. Also, I'm a football fan before a basketball fan. But my first football coach was an Arsenal fan, and he'd have us watch their games and try to have us play the Arsenal way, fell in love. Yeah. I mean, be glad that you fell in love with the Wenger way and not what we got now. But I'm just saying, I only don't get Tottenham fans from abroad. Like, what did you see? You know what? A lot of the Tottenham fans, right? A lot of the Tottenham fans are fans because of Son. Like, if you look at Tottenham's worldwide fan, they're all in Asia because of Heung-min Son. That's pretty much it. Like, in America, I didn't see a lot of Tottenham fans. I know that there's a Tottenham bar, but I don't see a lot of Tottenham fans. Like, I don't see a lot of people in Tottenham tops around. I see people in Arsenal tops. I see people in United tops. I don't see a lot of Spurs fans. From Chelsea to Arsenal. I don't know what you mean. We like to go hard. Facts. Tyson, I know Spurs fans here, but it's family. They have family in the UK supporting them for generations. And that's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different because you get Spurs fans and they're around, and if it's passed down, then fine. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro. I couldn't do Spuds. And I remember I didn't pick Spuds because of the chicken and the beach ball. And I'm so glad I didn't. Because at the time my favorite color was navy blue. And Spuds with that. But I was just like, the badge is too simple. I don't like. I didn't know anything about it. I was like, the badge is too simple. Like, chicken on the beach ball doesn't evoke me with fear. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It would be like Americans telling fans of the NBA or NFL they're not real fans because they don't live in the yeah, bro. We don't say those things because we're just so big. You know, the country's so big. We know that there's international fans. We embrace that. You know what I'm saying? Mexico watching American football. And I like, you know, it's funny you say that, Sean, because I coach American football here in the UK, or I used to. I've taken a break. I can't do YouTube and coach. Take too much out of me. And I prefer the YouTube thing for but you know, I've met Dolphins fans. I'm from Miami. I met a Dolphins fan with a dolphin tattoo. The man had the Miami Dolphin tattoo on him. He showed it to me. He's like, "Oh, you from Miami?" He rolled up his sleeve, big, the old logo, big dolphin. And I was like, "Bro, I'm from Miami. I ain't tatting them dudes on me. Win me a Super Bowl." let's be real. I love the Miami Dolphins. That's my team. But I mean, for you to tat it on you, bro. He's like, yeah, man, I love Marino. I watch him every season. It's tough, but like the guy had it tatted. I was like, you know, we have real NFL fans here in the UK. The Bears. One of my best mates is a Bears fan. He loves the Chicago Bears. Got the kits and everything. What I tell him he's less of a Bears fan when he gotta stay up late night to watch them? No, I wouldn't. Because he's been watching them since the 80s. So who am I to tell that guy who's stayed up, who buys the packages so he can watch his team, that he's less of a fan than me? A guy who lived, or the Miami fan, like he buys packages, he stays up. He's less of a fan than me because he's not from Miami. No, I don't feel that way. Bro, you're even more of a fan. Because I can just turn it off. I'll be like, yeah, that's my local team. If I ain't watching, cool. But to you, you're giving up your time. You're giving up your energy to go watch them. That means a lot. That's a real fan. It's so easy to be apathetic, but nah, bro. Anybody who likes American sports who live here, having experienced it, bro, real fans. Real fans. I don't care, bro. Real fans. Right? Because I had to stay up for the national championship game. I was dead on my feet at work. But my eyelids were holding on by a thread. I had about 6 cups of coffee for the national championship. So, yeah, I'll never. That's typical UK right there. Scam the rest of the world. Yeah. American Spurs fans are fans because of Clint Dempsey and Brad Friedel. I'm sure some are Everton fans because of Landon Donovan. Yeah, and some of them are probably United fans because of Tim Howard. I get that. I mean, I've never liked the USA team, so I was never a fan of any of them, to be fair, because I always thought they played crap football. I'm pretty sure. Didn't Carlos Vela play for Arsenal? I like Mexico. I'm pretty sure he played for a little bit at Arsenal. I don't know. That's a good point, actually. The new kids are all PSG and City fans. Yeah, because they're winning. You see, I've seen in the UK, I've also seen Messi. So Inter Miami, I've seen kids with Messi kits. So some of them watch that, but yeah. Does the Tottenham bar sell non-alcoholic beverages only? Yeah, they sell tons of bottles though. Yeah. The Latino community is definitely big supporters of Barca, Real Madrid here in the US. Yeah, man, they are. Like I said, I have Barca and Real Madrid kits in there. I have a Real Madrid kit. I have Ronaldo, and I have the Barca kits from Messi and Neymar. But yeah, the Latinos love it. I picked Sevilla, right, for a multitude of reasons. One, I used to live near there. But the main reason that I fell in love with Sevilla before the whole Arsenal thing was because Sevilla had on the back of their kit, they had on the front at one point, they had cpuertorico.com. So they were sponsored by Puerto Rico, and then a hurricane hit, and Puerto Rico couldn't sponsor them anymore because they needed the money. So it went to the back of shirt, and then they just got it off of there. But for a season, and that is one jersey that I would love to find. It's one thing that I would love to have, a C Puerto Rico kit, if I can find it anywhere on there, Sevilla kit. But once I saw Puerto Rico on Sevilla kit, I was hooked. I said, this will be my team. And then this will be my team. And then I moved to, the UK. And, well, I started watching Arsenal before the UK. But because my mate was like, you should try the Premier League. So it's Arsenal and Sevilla. Those are my two teams. I love them both. But when it comes to them playing each other, it will always be Arsenal first. But I don't have as much Sevilla kits as I have Arsenal kits. But I do love Sevilla, and that's why, because they supported Puerto Rico. And they tried to hold on to the sponsorship, but because Sevilla were kind of struggling, they moved on. But it was nice to see Puerto Rico on a Sevilla shirt, especially as I was living in Spain at the time. So yeah, it would have been nice to see. Big up Tyson laughing. The Dodgers fan base literally has the entire country of Japan as fans because of Ohtani. There are fans who fly to LA, watch a game, and fly home just to see a game. Crazy stuff. You know what? You know what they used to have on lock as well? Not just the Dodgers. You guys remember Houston with Yao Ming? It's the reason why a lot of Asians got into basketball. Yao Ming. When Yao Ming went to Houston, you saw a lot of Houston fans. You know what I'm saying? Because Yao Ming was the man. He was the man. Like, he was the big thing in Asia. So, yeah, Houston got quite a lot of fans too because of Yao Ming. They support Asian fans. If they get someone in American sports and European sports, they will support. They support you guys, and that's what I love. Sean says, and all the unnecessary fans because of Ronaldo, I cannot bring myself to buy that jersey. I've seen it in stores. It's cheap. Don't want anything to do with it. That's not the Ronaldo I know. I was a Tottenham fan in the late 70s. Were you a Tottenham fan? Is that what you said? I was a Tottenham fan because of Gar Crooks, Arlees, etc. Interesting. I'm glad you found the light. That's probably the last time they won. The only Real Madrid kit I have is for Sergio Ramos because I played center back and he was my idol besides Maldini. I'd get a Gucci kit too because bro is so underrated. Listen, there are 3 kits. There are 3 kits that I wish that I had. There are 3 kits that I wish that I had, that I wish that I had gotten in those times. 3 kits. One, Alexis Sanchez. The second one is Jose Antonio Reyes when he was at Sevilla. And the third one was Sergio Ramos when he was with Sevilla. I wish that I had gotten those kits. And now they're so hard to find. So hard to find. Big up, Fraley. Fraley, I went over the kit things. I'll go back over it for a little bit before I go. Because I did see what you was talking about. But yeah, let me see if I can find it. Because we did talk about it. You asked the question I had started, but I unstarted. So we will look at it. Quadra said, Carl, right? Big up, Carl. I appreciate it. I'm pretty sure Carl is Ruthless Gooner, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, welcome in, Carl and the Raiders. I appreciate it. Thanks for rating. If you're new here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This is the Waffle House. Just for all you new guys, it is not an Arsenal show. It is the community show that I do. It's like a member stream, but just me waffling. And I talk about everything that's not Arsenal. So if you came here for Arsenal, check back with Gooner Rican TV at a later time, but this is not that. It's literally just everything else. Mostly kits, mostly food, and mostly just chopping it up with the community, talking about everything that's not Arsenal. So thank you so much for rating me. And if you're new here, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for stopping by. Sean said, Jargon's for the soul Campbell. Hey, listen, you see the writing on the wall? It's got to go. You got to go. I'm glad you did it. And big up, Jim, Arsenal and Napoli fan. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope you stay. Because I do want to have conversation with people that are Arsenal and other fans. That's what we're just talking about. I was talking about I'm an Arsenal fan and also a Sevilla fan. Sevilla were the first club that I loved. Just because, I lived near Seville for a little bit. And Unai Emery, the Europa League, I was caught in. And then, yeah. Big up. Also Ricky Villa and Glenn Hoddle as well. You know what? Back in that time, it probably would have been okay. Probably been okay to be a Tottenham fan, but they ain't won anything since then, broski. So you picked the right thing. You came over to the right side. And big up to Rufus Nooner. Make sure you like, subscribe to him if you haven't already. Carl, there's this link in the chat. So if you guys are in my chat, and you haven't liked and subscribed, go show him some love as well. And thank you for stopping by and sending in your community as well. Tyson, big ups to the Raiders. Fairly my Jenna. You can get new Sevilla kit with Sergio Ramos now that he's the owner. Yeah, you know what? That's a shout. That is a shout. I might get next season's though. I might get next season because I think. But like I said, bro, 30 euros to send me the kit, bro. That's crazy. 30 euros to send me the kit. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about, bro. 30 euros for a kit. I gotta pay you all that money and 30 euros for you to send it from Spain is diabolical. But that's what it is now. Quadra said 550 subscribers next for Gooner Rican. Yeah, that's the next goal. I think we're at 542. Listen, man, we got the 500. That's good. That was my goal for the season. 500. We made it. And I'm gassed. I'm absolute gassed. We got the 500. Listen, I ate cake on stream for Prone, right? Because Prone said you make 500, eat cake on stream. I did. So, yeah, man, 500 stream. John God said, not the Soul Camp. Hey, listen, even Soul saw the writing on the wall. Soul said, listen, is it a color thing? Is it a color thing? And he got up out of there, bro. So, yeah, he became a winner. And we said you was the only one live that I'm subscribed to, LOL. Yeah, man, this is what I do. I just waffle. So, it never, one of these days, the Waffle House is going to turn into like a 6-hour stream. One of these days. We're already at 3 hours. Like one of these days, it's just going to turn to, it's as long as you guys keep talking to me, I'll just keep talking. You know what I'm saying? I got to take water every 20 minutes, but you know what I'm saying? I will keep talking as long as you guys want to keep talking. And big up Carl Rufus. Yeah, big up. Thank you so much for sending your community by. I appreciate it. John, bro, we always welcome recovering Spurs fans to the Real Football Club of North London. And Sean has asked a really good question. Which is worse, the Sol Campbell switch or the Luis Figo switch? Ooh, Figo's worse. Bro, listen, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. As much as I love this club, the North London Derby has nothing on El Clasico. Because El Clasico is not just a derby. It is a clash of philosophy and culture, right? So the North London Derby, yeah, you from North London, yeah, the Woolwich Wanderers, all that stuff. But the clubs are very similar, right? And how we run. Let's be honest, we're Spicy Tottenham, right? But the Figo one, you've got Catalonia, Barcelona, the Rebels, and then you've got the Club of the Crown. Real means royal in English, right? Royal Madrid versus the Rebels in Catalonia, the ones who want to break off. You don't cross that divide, my friends. You just don't. And the way he did it, broski, like crossing from North London, Tottenham were not winners. Let's be honest, they ain't winners. So he went from Spurs and he won everything. But going from Barcelona, who are historic champions, to a Real Madrid, or vice versa, is unheard. You just don't do that, bro. It's not something. And I watched the Figo documentary. And if you guys have not watched the Figo documentary, you should definitely watch it. It's definitely worth watching. But even I know from living in Spain, making that divide, like there's just it's like going from Rangers to Celtic. It's just not something you do. You know what I'm saying? Because Rangers and Celtic, you've got what is it? Catholics versus the Protestants is how Rangers and Celtics is. You know, you have, what else can I think? Yeah, bro. I don't think there's any other divide. Maybe Rangers and Celtic is probably the only other one I can think of. Or Boca and River Plate. Listen, you play for River Plate or you play for Boca. You cannot play for both. Right? And if you do play for both, you got to leave, go somewhere for 25 years, and then come back. Right? You don't jump. That's not something you do. No. River Plate and Boca, no. But yeah, you cannot jump from Barcelona to Real Madrid or Real Madrid to Barcelona. You just can't. So, yeah. Figo, yep. Political game, yep. Sean saying Catalonian versus Spain. I agree. I'd agree. Figo, Tottenham don't win anything. Madrid and Barca both winners. It's everything behind that, right? Like Barcelona on the back of their kits, it says Més que un club. So it's more than a club, right? And they take that to heart, right? You talk about Henri talked about it, right? When he was talking about Més que un club, he was making a joke about it, or he said something, and Xavi Hernandez, I think it was Xavi Hernandez, came up to him and said, "You don't talk about my club like that. Like you don't say anything. You don't talk about my club. This is my club, right?" Like to them, to those guys, to the Catalonians, Barcelona is the club. It is the representative club of that area. So you just don't make that jump to Real Madrid, bro. It's not something you do. Like, nah, bro. Sorry, water break. And exactly, Freddie, you said you don't win something, you don't talk bad about the club. Exactly. That's his club. They love that club. Barcelona love that club. And if you play for Real Madrid, yeah, you can talk about the Galacticos. It means something to them as well. Michael Owen from Liverpool to United. I mean, it's tough, Michael Owen. I mean, yeah, but Michael Owen is still probably regarded in a good light in Liverpool. But Barcelona, Real Madrid, you don't make it. It's also Catalan nationalism versus Spanish centralism. Yep, fascism versus far right. There's a lot. There's a series, I think it's on YouTube, where they started doing like, is it on YouTube? I think it's on YouTube, where they're doing like the biggest sports rivalries. It's on YouTube and Netflix. I can't remember what it was, but that's one of them, bro. There are certain rivalries that transcend what happens on the football pitch, right? And that's one of them. I would never make that jump, but I would like neither one of them. So, I mean, I like both of them for their own thing, but I'm Sevilla. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. The funniest portrayal of all time, William Gallas from Chelsea to Arsenal. To Tottenham. From meh to yeah to Madrid fans used to bring those flags. That's crazy. They got banned in 2010. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Franco was a fascist. So. Sean, Boca and River Plate matches are wild and get dangerous. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But one thing I will say, Fraley, is once Franco got out of the royal family, they're trying their hardest to get rid of that. About the whole the fascism thing. And I did not know. I didn't. I didn't explore Spain nearly as much as I should have. And it's a mistake that I don't make in the UK. I actually get off. I go out and go search for things here. So I get off of work and then I like go explore. But yeah. Back to this though. Yeah, Boca River Plate, bro. It's one of those matches like La Bombonera. I would definitely love to go there, just to experience the match. But it's one of those things where you go to Argentina, you see the match, you get excited, and then you go home. So yeah. Sean, what happened was the Tottenham stint was when I was in Jamaica, before moving to the States in the early 80s. Then I saw No Saga to the 90s with cable, hence the Arsenal love from them. Listen, I told the story. Yeah, bro. I was in between teams before I chose Arsenal. I picked a few months to support a couple of different teams that didn't feel right. Then I picked Arsenal, and I've been in love ever since. But yeah, it was not great. Zlatan got a lot of heat from going to Inter Milan. Listen, going from Inter Milan, I see you get heat from that, but you literally walk from one dressing room to the next, bro. I get what you said. You get a lot of heat for it, because they have a rivalry. But I don't think he would get the heat that he got from Barcelona to Real Madrid, bro. I just don't think you get the same kind of heat from there. I think it's a different type of cooking. Moving. Rangers to Celtic to Rangers, yeah. Fred said seen loads have done that, to be fair. Yeah. And Sean said fairly true. Swear R9 did both Real, Barca, AC, and Inter. Yeah, but listen, R9, right? Prime Ronaldo Nazario. Bro, that guy could have gone from Tottenham to Arsenal and he would have been clapped. Ronaldo, OG Ronaldo, that guy was different gravy. He's almost like Maradona. I feel like Maradona played for some teams as well. But when you see greatness that was the OG Ronaldo, like OG Ronaldo, bro, that guy could have gone from Liverpool to Manchester United, from Inter to AC. He could have gone from Boca to River Plate. He could have gone, bro. OG Ronaldo could have gone to any team in the world and they would have taken him, they would have clapped him, and they would have loved him. That guy had skill. And I said this, I think I said this on Shane's channel when I was talking to him. Bro, OG Ronaldo, if he had taken nutrition serious, if Ronaldo Nazario had the work ethic that Cristiano Ronaldo has, bro, we'd be talking about the greatest player in any generation. Any generation. Pele would have nothing. And I've seen Pele. I've seen Pele's highlights. I've seen Maradona. If OG Ronaldo would have taken football seriously, his nutrition, his health, and played the game, broski, what he did in the game, being how he was, is a testament. Is a testament of how great he was. Right? Like, even, and we talked, it was on Shane's show. We talked about like Maradona. If Ronaldinho had taken football seriously and not done all the partying and all the crazy stuff, if he'd been like when Cristiano, bro, we talk about some of the greatest players we've ever seen. And the fact that they did what they did, clubbing, partying, eating, crazy. And friends say you can't hate Ronaldo, bro. You cannot hate Ronaldo. The guy was just great. He was greatness. Probably the greatest striker we've ever seen. Furthermore, that Arsenal side played with flair and tech like the early Tottenham team I referenced. Yeah. I can't like Tottenham, though. Never. Got a standing ovation at Old Trafford. Greatness. It's probably Barca, Madrid, Rangers, Celtic, Boca River Plate, and Newcastle Sunderland, some of the biggest rivalries. If we're talking about biggest rivalries in the world, yeah. You know what? I would say the South Coast Derby, Southampton and Portsmouth are a big one as well. They don't do it often, but when they do, it's pandemonium. Yeah, Sevilla Betis is a pretty big one as well. They've written a book about it, so it is a big rivalry. But yeah. Fraley said he did have thyroid issues. Yeah, but I'm just saying he had thyroid issues and he also liked to party. Ronaldinho getting a standing ovation for Real Madrid fan. Bro, Ronaldinho. And it wasn't until I became an adult till I realized what I had seen. Because to me, Dino was just Dino. It's a football, right? But now that I'm older and I think back on it, bro, Dino was one of the reasons I loved football. Even though I never got a Dino jersey, and I like watching my late uncle who got me into football initially. I'm kind of like Jogon. So I watched when I was a kid, and then I kind of caught pieces of it, random World Cup. And it wasn't until later on where I got back into it where I could afford to get into it, where I had cable and I could afford the packages. But when I was a young kid watching my late uncle, he loved Brazil. He had the Brazil kit. And he used to show me like Dino. And like we'd watch him on Ronaldinho on TV, bro. One of my favorite players I ever seen. One of the best players I ever seen do it. Ronaldinho. Probably my favorite player of all time. Ronaldinho. Dino was special. The guy would smile at you while nutmegging you and rainbow flicking you. Go past you, score a goal, and then be dancing, bro. Bro. And you couldn't even be mad at you. Like, damn, he got me. I just got. It's okay. But because he get everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how Dino was. So, yeah, bro. I read the whole Ronaldo biography. He had a lot of things go wrong off the field as well. You know what? When it comes to Ronaldo Nazario, when it comes to Maradona, when it comes to Dino, we talk about like the negative stuff and how they had stuff going on, but they're people at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we forget about footballers now. Like, they're people. They're people. So, they have a lot of personal things. And one thing I do want to talk about, and I said I was going to talk about Arsenal, but it just kind of reminded me of something, right? The whole Trossard thing with him getting divorced from his missus. Why is that news? Why is that news? You know what I'm saying? Why is a man going through personal things like divorce in the news? Right? Because now he's going through it, and it's probably why his form's been dipping. But instead of getting help, now it's all in the media, and people are going to be talking about, oh, this happened, that happened. Bro, it's personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot. Footballers are people. Yeah, they make millions, but they also are people. They have people things going on. They lose parents. They may lose relationships. And we talked about that on Shane's as well. Like, Sir Alex Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? That his marriage was on the fritz. Guardiola. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys are they're so into what they do. They're so kind of focused that sometimes you leave that person behind. And this is why I tell you guys on this channel, I would love to do this every day. I would love to come here and talk to you guys every single day. But I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because my wife matters. You know what I'm saying? My life matters. You know what I'm saying? So the missus, she pops in here. But I couldn't do this every day. Because my wife comes first, bro. Because once YouTube fails me, what do I have? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of these people have to realize as well. Like, once football leaves you, what do you have? You'll be by yourself. When you had somebody supporting you there with you, you have to pay that person attention as well. I didn't mean to get to like, any relationship thing, but you have to find a balance, bro. You know what I'm saying? And people do have things going on. People have things going on in the background, but you have to find balance. That's just me. But big up, sorry. I think I'm taking prime Ronaldinho over prime Ronaldo. But Dino was special. Dino was special. Dino is my favorite player. But like I said, I think Ronaldo as a striker, amazing. Dino as a player, GOAT. GOAT for me. Marrakesh Diary. I haven't heard of it, but I'll check it out. For me, Ronaldinho was more entertaining, but Ronaldo more deadly. Bro, these guys were on the same team. They from the same country. And then you had Rivaldo, Kaká, Cafu, like Roberto Carlos. These dudes played in the same country. We'll never see it, bro. That Brazil team, we'll never see it again, bro. Never see it again. Ronaldinho the GOAT. Football was fun to him. He was in prison not long ago. I want to watch this documentary. I think it's on Netflix. I would love to watch it. Cause he's probably sleeping with Anne Hathaway, probably. I wouldn't blame him, to be fair, would you? First team I ever saw play live was 08-09 AC Milan team. And if I wasn't already an Arsenal fan, I would have been a Milan fan. That team, Beckham, Pirlo, Gattuso, Sirdorf, Kaká, Shevchenko, Inzaghi, Ronaldinho, Plato, and Nesta, plus others. Bro, that team was stacked. And I think Views and Shane were talking about that, if I'm not mistaken. I watch so much football content, but somebody was talking about that. Like the you know what I'm saying? That Milan team, you'll probably never see anything like that again. You'll never see a team that's that again. Like, yeah. Crazy. Craziness. That team was absolute stacked. But yeah. I like Sevilla and Arsenal equally, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Sevilla. I like Arsenal. I say Arsenal 60, Sevilla 40, or Arsenal 70, Sevilla 30. But I absolutely love Sevilla, bro. I love Sevilla. And if I move back to Spain, I'll be doing more Sevilla content. Because I love them. With Rivaldo and Denilson, no wonder Rivaldo Ronaldo video came out. Look at Bolivia. I mean Brazil, bro. Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and Richarlison. That's all I gotta say about the current Brazil team. Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, Richarlison. And Fraley said that's genuinely the rumor with Trossard. Do you blame him? My wife don't want to be with me. Anne Hathaway. Do you blame him? I do not. I don't. Trossard don't look like he ever sleeps. That's because he keep doing this. Got bags under his eyes. The problem with that Milan team, just like Madrid's Galacticos, is there was too many chefs in the kitchen. Never as successful as they should have been. Yeah, man. You need you need a manager to temper those egos. And it's hard. It's hard as a manager to temper those egos. But yeah. And Tyson said the drop-off is criminal. Yeah, Trossard. But he got stuff going off. He got stuff going on. All right. His wife is a snorer. But yeah, back to kicks as I close out. This is what I'm pretty sure, Freddie, this is what you were talking about earlier. This kit, I call it the Halloween kit. It's a no for me, bro. It is a no for me. I usually like an orange, but unless it's going on sale, nah, broski. If you wear this for Halloween, you know what I'm saying? When I see this, I think it's thriller night. Like, yeah, bro, trash. Ronaldinho nutmegging and putting the ball over opponent's head was period. Bro, for fun, laughing at you while he did it. Tyson laughing, yeah. It's spooky, but yeah, bro. The great Halloween pumpkin, bro. Nah. But that kid needs to be put with the sun don't shine. Bro, nah, bro. That's orange with no vitamin C face. Yeah, bro. You know what? It looks like orange sherbet. You know what I'm saying? Orange gelato. That's what it looked like, bro. Nah, it's not for me. It is a no-go. It is a no-go for me. We talked about this. We talked about how your boy is copping this for the summer. But yeah, that's just Arsenal stuff. We talked about this, the home kit. Chelsea kit coming out, Flamingo remake kit. We talked about Inter Miami, Bradford City kit for the FA Cup final. Ooh, the pre-match shirt for Algeria don't look too bad. That's all right. The badge is kind of plain, but I like a good. I hate ads. Girona, aka the Manchester City of Spain. I got an Atletico Madrid kit as well in there. Al Nassr. You guys know how I said I wouldn't buy Al Nassr? That's nice. That's a nice kit. I love a gold kit as well. But yeah. And then we're in on this, bro. If we get this here, I need this. I need this in my life. I love the Vice colors. I'm from Miami. I like how they did the badge. I wish this was the permanent badge. That's what this is. You know what's crazy? I think that this is what the color should be for Inter Miami. I think the home kit should be pink, the away kit should be black, and the third kit should be this color. That's what I think. So yeah. Really quickly, just to answer some questions. Let me go through. Looks like the PH logo. Yeah. That's nice. We've also never had anything orange in our history, really, so it makes no sense. Fairly said Keeper's Kit, 2011 France away. Maybe. Why flamingos? They're not flamingos, they're herons. They're herons. That's why they're not pink. They're herons. And because let me see. Yep, they're the herons. I don't think it says why. But yeah. If you guys don't know, so the Florida Everglades, which is the bit that's kind of west of Miami, is where the herons are. So there are a lot of herons. It's a premier habitat for wading bird species, flamingos, herons. Yes, elegant, stealthy hunters thrive in the wetlands, using their lightning fast strikes to catch fish, frogs, and small reptiles. Should have chose the alligator. Yeah, but we got the Florida Gators. I think they wanted to be different. But herons, as you said, they're light. They're fast when they hunt. And should have done flamingos to match the kits. The thing though is right? I can't spell. When you look up Miami colors, you've got Art Deco, right? So these are our colors, right? So you get flamingo pink, seafoam, um, green, sunny yellow, electric orange, and deep. So you get this. This is Miami Vice. These are the colors, and why are those our colors? Um, because of the Art Deco buildings. This is probably the most famous one you'll see. South Beach, the Boulevard Hotel. Um, these are the colors. So the blues, the pinks. Art Deco was a big thing in Miami. And because it's hot, the lighter colors don't heat up the house as much. Um, you know, they allow kind of, what I'm saying, they allow vibrancy. So when you wear light colors, you don't get as hot. So yeah, weird stuff. But yeah, that's the Miami thing. So when you see Miami colors, that's why it's pink. Because that's our thing. It's always been our thing. So yeah. Oxford United kits from this season are pretty nice. I have to check it out next time. Listen, I'm going in a bit though, because it's almost midnight. And my wife has stopped texting me. And stopped hopping in the chat. So she probably sleep, which means that unless I want to be in a doghouse, I gotta be out of here. Big afraid, look up anglerfish males. Maybe next time, but I have seen them. They are ugly. And like GTA, yeah, we're getting. Listen, GTA 6 is gonna be it's gonna be like a South Florida thing, which I like. Art Deco is one of my favorite architectural styles for sure. I love it, bro. I love the old Miami like kind of style. Miami has always had its own thing, bro. We like the shirts and stuff. Um, you know the crazy shirts. It's our thing. But yeah, man, like like I said, Miami. We were asked earlier about Miami. That's it. We're stylish bit. We like the open shirts and the shorts, and we like wearing white and the gold chains, and so I got a gold chain. I wear gold earrings. You know what I'm saying? So just because I've moved from Miami doesn't mean that the Miami has moved from me. You know what I'm saying? But I try to get on here and be as international as possible. But yeah, bro, I'm still a Miami kid. Like I got the shoes. I like this is why I like these crazy kits. And of course, Sean's favorite. Sean's favorite kit. That's Sean's favorite kit, everybody. I just want you guys to know. Right. So I hope Sean does come back because he loves that kit. But yeah, tell that to the Aussies. And big up my G. Sean says, please look up the 1978 Colorado car. I'll look it up and then we'll go. I think I threw up a little bit in my mouth. That thing is ugly. And they had it. Oh, it's awful. My goodness. Somebody wore that? Oh, broski. They need a London GTA. They do the tennis ball. Yep. Get that abomination off the screen. Sean, you love it. As bad as the 23-24 Odegaard. I think this is worse, bro. The frill is what makes it. I mean, the Carabaos of Colorado, that's all right. But if this thing right here makes it worse. It says looks like the early 2000s Chicago drip. I can't end with that. I can't look, hold on. I can't end with that. We got to see something nice. Cause that right there is diabolical. That right there is absolutely what in the cowgirl. Yeah, that's diabolical. And big up, Jim. Big up. Thank you for stopping by, giving me your time. I appreciate it. Hold on, let me find something. Let me find something, bro, because I need something else better. I don't know. It was awful. It was awful. I can't. I can't leave on that. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Big up, Fraley. That's not too bad. But hold on. Let me get Arteta off of here because we was looking at it earlier. I will end with this beauty. I've shown it to you before. Sevilla's away kit from next year. That's the one from this year. Next year. I'm copping that. I don't care how much it takes. And depending on who's in it, I might get Alexis Sanchez again. But yeah, this is getting purchased. This is what I want. You know what? You know what's crazy? I might get this kit with Ramos 4 in the back. I might get Sergio Ramos 4 on the back of this kit because he's coming. He bought the team, and yeah, I might get this Sergio Ramos 4 on the back. Yeah, I think that's getting done. So let's go back. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night there. We've been on for 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you so much. Let me see who else is in the comments. Big up, Sean. Big up, Cooper. Thank you for stopping by. Please smash the likes and subscribe. Yep. Freddie said the badge is buff. I love the Sevilla badge, bro. I love it. And Sean said the Sevilla kit with Ramos would be clean. Yes, it would. And Freddie says, big up, Rican, as always. Thank you, everybody who stopped by, even if you just came in. Hold on, wait. I got a start message. Tyson never answered this question. What was better, bro, the journey or the destination? Or did you answer that question? I need to know. Now I need to know. I can't leave without a start message. Because I feel like I didn't answer your question, Tyson. But yeah, if you're asking about my life, right? What was better, the journey or the destination? I would always say the journey, right? Being here is nice. Being in this position is nice. But the journey that I had to make here, I learned a lot. I lost a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It hasn't been great, all the time. But I wouldn't change my journey for anything. I wouldn't change the journey I've had in life for anything, because like I said, bro, I moved to this country. I didn't know anybody. And now I know somebody who allows me to go to Arsenal matches. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I know somebody who's coached, who's helped me coach how to do American football. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've met friends who've become family. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the journey here is everything. I've met so many great people in life. I've met so many amazing people. I've done so many amazing things. So the journey is always better for me. But yeah. And he said, you did, bro. I mean, going from Chelsea to Arsenal, I was trolling, but it's nice to know your actual journey for sure. Listen, I didn't go from Chelsea to journey. I went from Chelsea to Liverpool to Arsenal, right? You get the story right. Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal. That's how it went. But yeah, my actual journey, yeah, I don't regret it for anything. Jim said, take care, bro. Big up, people. Have a good evening, night date. Yep, to all my international. And listen, I'm so glad I got people from America, Australia coming in. Gooner Rican is an international show. That's what we do. John Gunn said that Sevilla kit looks nice. Yes, it does. And so does this one. I love this one. I love this kit. Inconsistio, thank you for stopping by. We about to end. But you can jump through, man. I'm talking about a lot tonight anyway. I've been on here for almost 4 hours. The frills on the Colorado Caribous were made with real leather bars. No. Oh, it's awful. Absolutely awful. I can't unsee it now. It's awful. All Sevilla kits are fired because their logo and instant is attractive. Yeah. It took a lot for me to grow up the old one with the C and the S, but I love it. And also in Puerto Rico, they used to have what was it? They had a Sevilla. They had like a Sevilla Puerto Rico in there. Sevilla FC Puerto Rico. So yeah. Get you that 16-7 CD Palencia away jersey, Rican. I'm gonna look it up. He said I didn't count the pit stop. Yeah. Bless up everyone. Big up Pito. Thank you for stopping by. Big up Sean. Thank you for stopping by. Big up Tyson. And I'll leave you guys how I always do. All right. I hope that for the rest of the week, rest of the weekend, everything that you want to happen happens. I hope everything that is hindering you, everything's holding you back goes away. But most of all, I hope that you guys enjoyed tonight. I hope you enjoyed speaking with me. And I hope that you come back to Gooner Rican TV. Right? With that being said, good night. Take it easy. Good morning. Take it easy. Good afternoon. Take it easy. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And I will see you the next time we talk about Arsenal, which should be pretty soon because I'm going to the match on Monday. So y'all take it easy. Have a good night. And I'll see you on the next stream.